of the teams that we're thinking in this group alpha to be top 4. I mean, a lot of people would say for Paper Rex as well. We're staring down both of these teams winless right now. One of these teams will go 0-2.
And that's what you've really got to think about. That's what Alex could be thinking about as well. But you just don't have that much time to worry about all of these little concerns.
Yeah, I mean,
you need to turn this map around. Yes, Group Alpha, you lose this, and that could impact the rest of your performance in this season. And Gen.G are just bursting at the seams to bring this to its conclusion.
There's a lot of pressure on this pistol round for Paper Rex, man. Like, this has to 100% be theirs. They've got to get the bonus round. Like, there's just so much.
Oh, look at Gen.G. Already setting up huge traps, a bit of a pinch in towards this A lobby position as well, in case Paper X decides to disrespect this smoke.
And they're not really all hanging around it either.
Oh, here it comes though. Gen.G, the slow creep out, and they have all the protocols in place to find the trades. Jing finding a bit of a punish as well. And with that, something with the support to push out. Forsaken finding the frag, but Ash, off of the flashes, the little corner unchecked. He finds a double. And remember, something with low HP getting the spike down.
Ash is not the person that tags something as well, right? So you got to consider how much damage has been done towards him. 20 HP. Fault line gonna come online eventually, but Ash has just used his salvos, so he's not gonna have them for this one. It's gonna come down to timing and positioning. A bit of luck.
Where could they be? Something considering, thinking about it. Ooh! Spots him by the little sliver, quick with the reaction. Shoots down in the corpse for a bit of mental boost as well, but Paper X happy to take that one.
I mean, you needed it, right? You absolutely needed it. Does it incentivize you as Gen.G, though, here for this next round when, you know, they're 10-2, 10-3 up right now. It's a 1 versus 1 at the end of it. Do you go for a force? If you're playing towards the numbers and you're doing 2024 Gen.G things, you want to play to your strengths, right? So just take this round for what it is. It's an eco, and then have your big old guns in the next one, and that does look like what is going to happen.
Well, at least happy to see some of these smiles, especially in Something's face. He's happy to try to keep that forward. Salvo straight in for quick A main control.
Yep. See if they can continue to keep on going here, and if Ash and if Karen are going to do anything over here.
Look at texture up by mid, though. You've got the trip, so...
Yeah, you can't really get past that, can you?
Trying to keep our eyes on that at least, but still Forsaken to get deep back behind sight. Forsaken with the stinger kill to start things off. Fault line out, but oh, Ash with a nasty right click. Oh. Instantly in for the punish. Another dive from Karen, but Devi will be able to convert. Finding Ash now as well, so that's a safe site, a safe plant. Devi hearing the footsteps off the other end. Feeling the punch from Texture Sheriff now, but at least positions made known. Mindfreak for the swing, in with the support from Something. Suggest still able to at least sneak a kill off. It's not impossible. Mindfreak is down quite low, but in with the sprays out the sides of the smoke. And Suggest repositions.
If you can get Mindfreak here, I mean, you're pretty happy. Otherwise, you just go up with the spike.
Just need to spray him down, though. So back off to the other end. Forsaken now onto the Vandal will be able and happy to take Suggest.
Hello, everyone.
I mean, the bonus round now, Quack. You really need to see this flawless run from Paper
Where's my camera?
Here
we go.
DRG,
that's much better.
DRX rather, reenacted here. 8 in a row.
Hello, Kalanj. Hello, Hilberto. Hello, Bojek. Hello, Sandespe. Hello, Def Lotus. Hello, Garrett.
Right?
How are you doing?
So they have it in.
Guys, I would have been watch partying a little bit early today, but I was busy finishing my Euro guide.
So now
And that Euro guide is already available to all of you, even though it's not public. You can find it on my Discord.
Gen.G though, repositioning across the map.
Hello, everybody. When delete social media? When I'm 60, probably.
Back in towards Garage if you want later on.
So like in 4 years.
Just patience from Paper X at the moment.
How was the anyone watching this Gen.G Paper X before? How is it? Are Paper X just
How are you gonna work around this Euro?
crap? I mean, they won one map, no?
Well, he's gonna try and do it dry with the spike, lose his life, get traded out, and shift in towards the C play.
And that's another trade out from Munchkin.
Jesus Christ, those 1-by-1s here.
Unfortunately,
I just answered myself.
Too well for Paper X in this round.
Why do we have a spike on Forsaken who's leading in towards Garage?
Isn't that the question?
You're lucky you haven't seen this match. Well, so this one round. And that probably was already enough.
Whatever it is now, definitely is Gen.G.
That was legit. Every single gunfight from Paper X here was a 1-by-1, apart from that Cypher swing after Forsaken died. That's crazy stuff.
In this map as Paper X, and then it needs to
Hello, Clue. I'm good. About yourself? Hello, Lumi Cask.
It's a little bit bleak for them. That was the bonus though, remember. So if you do think about that one, they got enough to go at this next round. If you try to pace things a little bit together as a team, right? All 5 members towards
need to make a photo that we're gonna watch party now.
Devi, no shields behind the Vandal, so it does look a little bit weaker for them for sure. But at least you'll start to get a bit of pressure towards this A site, right? You're already making a couple of these Gen.G members scurry on over.
Yeah, shake it off. Still though, the pressure. That's what I'm thinking. Paper X at least just looking to improve and solve as much as possible.
I mean, it's this point in the round as well that if you are Ash, you can use that drone down long, down sewers, you can get some significant information. But there's already an idea that this is territory that you don't occupy, right? So eventually he'll throw it. They're a little bit too close for comfort, so you know this is where the hit's coming down.
So a bit of information for Gen.G, very well informed. Karen still in a great position to answer back. Spike dropped, and he still finds another. Paper X still trying to break their way out of this A-long position.
How is Jing not playing Raze still as Bay on me, by the way?
The buy might have slipped through, but still Karen left.
Hello, Sonata.
Unanswered. A quad kill picked up, and it brings Gen.G to match and series point.
Big time with the big G, Gen.G. I mean, he's had something here. At the end of the day, there's still a core 3 dynamic on this roster with some world-class coaches. Sometimes that might just be enough, as Quack has got his head in his arms. As one of the longer Paper X fans.
Need your support, Komodo.
My support? I mean, what colors am I
wearing?
We play
against DFM, no?
Is that not support for Paper X enough?
That is true. I mean, to those who might not have seen Komodo, I mean, he is wearing purple, you know, something slightly purple and pink, Paper X colors, basically. But all that said and done, this is still the score.
Yeah, I mean, Paper X again,
and HSK chuckling away.
The biggest thing, man, is like.
You know what's the saddest part about this?
You can have ideas.
They're still gonna probably get out because they're just gonna delete other teams. Like they're gonna win against Destination Focus Me, no?
One might, you know, have a thought. Would Pearl have been a better option to go for in this series? We'll never know. We're not in that timeline.
Look, if you play with Jing, you should be giving him Raze. That's about it. Otherwise, there's no point in fucking playing with him. Like, what is this? No.
Not having to be in this.
No one wants to say it, but they either need roster moves or a different coach. No, if they want it, look, if they can play with those 5 players, they just need to not play the meta game. They just need to play the agents they are good at, and that's it. Because the players are just not flexible.
Off of one side of the map. Paper X, though,
you know,
trying to keep themselves bunched up.
Yeah, let's look. What the fuck? How is a lurker going first when the other 4 players are scared of a one-way? How?
I mean,
that's like not knowing basics of how to lurk.
Oh, look at him. Just look at him.
Dry swinging, yeah. Why we use that earlier?
How is he still alive? How is he alive?
And going. Overdrive back in, and that's some damage done. Paper X trying to scramble for some defenses, but Karen's here again to deliver them to their doom. The final score of the series, 13-4.
Yeah, you guys are right that I should be happy I didn't watch this.
For the first time after 16 straight games in a row for Suggest,
now, one second.
He has finally found himself victorious.
I need to give you this mass copy link.
That you have to be happy about. Gen.G. There were some doubts about them, you know, a lot of the predictions went in
guide.
50-50.
Okay.
But
comment, add your guide.
Today, they shook a lot of that off. Suggest finding the lurks. Ash in with incredible support on the Teo.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, massive differences this week compared to last week as well, right? For those 2 newcomers to the Gen.G roster. DRX though, it's the tier out the corner of your eye again, right? You got another series that's going to a 3-mapper, and it's just not working for them when it matters the most right at the end.
The results are what they are. But well, it is still early in the season. We shall follow forward with every single player's journey. I mean, sometimes you gotta be a bit of a goldfish or just shake some of these losses off. But that said, you gotta improve.
So
you still have to keep working at it. And Gen.G are doing just that. The improvements all across. And it brings them to this huge win against PaperX right now.
Yeah, 100%.
PaperX has now 0-2, right? Hello? Is this not refreshed?
It is time for us to bow down to big time. But let's not give him a big head.
It's not refreshed yet.
It is also time for us to toss it over to
but
the
PaperX
interview
is not gonna win against actually they played against the two biggest dogs already. Against Gen.G and DRX. They're gonna win against DFM most likely, PaperX. But they're gonna be struggling against GE. And Boom should be struggling against them as well. They might actually not go out. No, they might actually be DFM and PaperX might actually be out, not going out of this group. That would be funny as fuck. That is crazy, no?
Gen.G for the first win of stage 1. Now I'm standing here with Karan. Now, Karan, congratulations on the win. I feel like this win was a sigh of relief for the team. I mean, especially what happened after the Boom series. So
that might be actually crazy.
Able to point out after that opening match against Boom. 카람 선수 승리 축하드리고요. 사실 정말 이번 승리가 굉장히 중요했던 게
He made this video 2 days before April, not 100 gift subs for the chat. I put myself in a position where I either have to spend a lot of money or just make the content that I promised and I want to make.
스크림에서 많이 이겨왔고 그러한 부분들이 이제 대회에서 많이 나오질 않아가지고 저희도 이제 막 게임을 하면서도 막 스크림 같지도 않고 이게 저희가 하는 바이브 그런 것도 없고 그냥 게임이 게임 같지 않았어요. 그래서 저희가 그냥 얘기를 하면서 그냥 지던 말던 하고 싶은 거 다 하고 질 때 그냥 후회 없이 지자라는 말을 했던 게 도움이 컸던 것 같습니다.
누가 그런 말을 했죠? 다?
그건 이제 나라 형이나 이제 상범 형이나 감독님이나 다 모든 저희 같이 대회를 뛰는 사람들이 다 그렇게 말을 해줬던 것 같아요.
Well, yeah, we had a good flow going on with our scrims, but we just weren't able to translate the vibe and also the results onto the stage, and it felt weird. It didn't feel like us. We weren't really playing like Gen.G. We weren't really having fun like Gen.G as we do usually in the scrims. So we just went, you know what? Chuck everything, let's have fun, and let's have the confidence to go in and do whatever we want to do. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. Let's just play our best game. And mostly it was the coaching staff, Munchkin and Texter. And I guess the whole team kind of agreed to do that. And I think that kind of mindset really turned the switch on for us and allowed us to win tonight. Now, let's talk about the new starting lineup, which picked up the first win of stage 1 for Gen.G here. Ash and Suggest coming in.
MIBR versus G2 yesterday was fantastic. PTSD for G2 in so many post consideration, like versus T1 in grand finals, and then they pulled through. It's too late, man. I cannot watch Americas. There's no way I can watch my Americas. The games are just starting so late. It's ridiculous. It's really annoying. And they still managed to have like matches from EMEA and NA start at the same time, no? There was an overlap, right?
팀 합이나 그런 것들은 이제 조금씩은 올라오고 있는 것 같고 저희가 이제 스크림에서도 많이 이겼던 이유가 이제 사실 에임이 좀 좋은 편이기도 하거든요. 근데 이제 대회에서는 이제 그런 부분들이 좀 안 나오다 보니까 그런 부분들에 있어서 좀 더 집중해보자, 얘기해보자. 그리고 어차피 이제 퍼시픽 어찌 보면은 이제 애쉬 선수도 이제 신입이고 그리고 서제스트 선수도 쉬었다 온 거기 때문에
100 Thieves versus EG was basically 50 after 50. I saw like 6 rounds and 3 of them were 50s.
근데 그런 부분들을
I was like, what the fuck?
이겨준다면 저희도 이제 우승이라는 단어를 한번 외쳐볼 수 있지 않을까 생각하고 있습니다.
Well, yeah, it was definitely something new, and I think our teamwork and we're starting to get on the same page and starting to play things as a team. And I feel like the reason why we performed really well in terms of our scrims was because of our raw mechanics, our firepower, and we just weren't able to show that on stage. But
oh yeah, right. Wait, I have my headphones back. I need to change
his debut year in Pacific
some
Tier
audio
1,
setup.
also suggests coming back from his long hiatus. It kind of felt like watching me
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. No, wait, what?
And we just really focused on getting that team synergy up and getting the vibes, making sure that we're able to perform our best on stage. And I think we're on the right path over here. Now, for you, as you mentioned too, I think having to go through a roster change was something new for you. It's a new experience. You didn't have to do that last year. So, you know, can you talk to us about what the roster change feels like for you and what this process means for you as well?
Why am I not hearing myself louder when I swap this?
변화를 경험하지는 않았잖아요. 이제 올해 들어서
What the fuck?
로스터 변화를 경험한
What the fuck? How is it?
개인적으로는 좀 어떤 시간인지도 궁금하거든요. 왜냐면 좀 느끼는 바가 많을 것 같고 해야 하는 역할도 굉장히 달라진 것 같아요.
제가 이번 시즌에는 그래도
Dude, am I stupid?
이 팀원들의 변화가
I must be stupid. I was changing this when I swapped to IEMs.
사실 좀 저도 이제 멘탈적으로 안 좋고 고생을 좀 많이 했어요. 근데 이제 계속 게임을 하다가도 좀 잘 안 되고 저도 이제 난항기를 겪는 와중에 그래도 형들이 계속 저를 믿어주고 그리고 이제 열심히 이제 할 수 있는
Yeah, I'll change it later.
도와줘가지고 저도 이제 조금 더 게임에 집중을 하기로 하고 사실 최근에 멘탈이 좀 안 좋았어요. 왜냐면은 붐 때도 이제 제가 집중을 하나도 못해서 게임을 졌다고 생각을 하거든요. 실제로 그렇게 이제 집중이 안 됐기도 했고, 근데 이제 DRX 전에는 그 일주일간의 이제 형들이 도와줬던 말이나 저를 믿어주는 그런 모습들이 저를 좀 더 이제 집중을 할 수 있게 성장을 시켰던 것 같아요.
Well, yeah, to be honest, going through a lot of changes in terms of the roster changes and other meta and little changes as well, it just took a toll on my mental, to be honest. And also, you know, going back to the Boom series last week, I wasn't able to fully concentrate, and I felt that on the server as well. And really, it took me a while to get things together and get into that right mindset to make sure that I fully concentrate on what I was doing on the stage. And it was, you know, the OG members of Gen.G, you know, the older
most normal guy.
Teammates that really helped me to hype things up and make sure that I kind of reset my mentality and play my best. So I think having that faith in each other and them having faith in me really helped me out a lot.
Then it will be a stream PC now. Is there a monitor slider for you in Go up? There should be.
My mental's in a good place. So
why can I?
For that, and I'm
Dude,
really
I'm so confused.
glad that I was able to pull my weight today. Now, lastly, let's talk about innovation because I think in the beginning of stage 1, a lot of teams from different regions, they changing
the monitor output already as well, but why can I not find it now?
But I feel like Gen.G, you guys
here we go.
Micro-fixing little things.
1 2 1 2. Yeah.
Stick to what you guys do the best and stick to what you know. So when it comes to completely changing things up,
I don't know. I had no idea that this was actually hidden like this.
Reinventing the wheel is enough, and that's what the team needs at the moment, or
okay, that's much better. Because I could barely hear my own voice, and I need to hear my own voice when I stream.
변화에 대해서도 좀 여쭤보고 싶어요. 계속해서 사실 스테이지 1이 시작하면서
You know what's funny? Like,
여러 지역 팀들이
when you don't hear your voice, I have very hard time streaming, so I need to hear my voice. If the voice is too loud, then it's too distractive. But also, when there's just like a small delay on your voice, so it's pushed just like by, I don't know, 70 milliseconds, 100 milliseconds, then I can't speak. I legit start to stutter. Because I get in like a loop. You know, it's like my brain just goes. If you hear what you say with a delay, it essentially ruins your ability to speak completely.
상대 조합에 있어서 메타가 어떤 것인지를 좀 파악을 잘해야 되는 것 같아요. 그런 부분들이 있어야 좀 게임을 이기기가 쉽다?
상대에게 포커스가 좀 더 맞춘 거고 대처하는 방법.
네, 그렇죠. 그래서 조합 같은 경우에는 이제 너무 다채롭다 보니까 사실 그냥 조합은 그냥 조합대로 쓰는 거고 상대를 더 빨리 파악하는 게 승리 요인인 것 같아요.
Well, yeah, partly I think, I mean, it's important to have deeper agent pool and all that, but we do have players that are kind of really good and really comfortable on particular agents. And I think, to be honest, we're a little bit scared to take that leap into the new meta and into something completely new. But I think in this day and age, it's more important to
Worse is when you talk with someone on Discord and hear yourself when you talk with delay. Oh yeah, that essentially makes me like silent.
Figure out what your opponents are doing and what you need to do to
Hey Frost, hope you have a fantastic day as well.
Of different comps, people are running different things. They're trying everything
So do you
new.
right now hear
I
your
think
own
what's
voice for
really
headphones?
important
Yes.
To make sure that you win and that you have
Yes.
a good
Without
momentum
that, it
going
would
is
be
to
very
be
hard for me
able
to
read
stream.
into your opponents very well. I think that's the most important thing in this meta as well. Now that was Munchkit. I mean that was Karon. Thank you very much, Karon. Congratulations.
감사합니다.
And we'll see you next week. 네, 이렇게 해서 카론 선수 만나봤고요. 인터뷰 마치겠습니다. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
Yeah, I do have my headphones back. Very happy about that. Thank you, Corsair.
All right, Gen.G finally taking their first
Virtuoso
win with
Pro.
this brand
Big fan
new
of those.
roster
Like,
with
I'm
two
really big fan of
fresh
those.
rookies or
So I'm
kind of
very
rookie,
happy that they are back.
Suggest and Aster, and I really like what Karen was saying there about how Gen.G
What happened to them?
approaches this.
I
And
fucked up
we
something
see
with the
two
cables.
Completely different mindsets between the two teams today, PaperX and Gen.G.
I thought it was a
how they
bad
approach
habit I
Gen.G.
have
It's
that I
like,
need
look,
to hear
we
my
got
own voice so I
players
can
who are
talk.
really good at
Oh,
particular
you-
agents, and the best
Maybe
thing
some
to do
people
is see
don't need
what
that.
they're
I
doing
need it.
and adapt around
Also,
them, and that
when you're
perhaps
essentially...
is the key to success.
Remember one thing, when you're a streamer, you're essentially an audio engineer, a video producer, a actor, and an entertainer at the same time. Like, you do everything yourself. So I need to monitor everything that I do. So if I know that I hear my own voice, if something is gonna be incorrect with my voice, I'm gonna be aware of it. If I don't hear it, well, then I don't know what's fucking happening.
From them than we saw last week.
Yeah, definitely so, and totally agree. And I think it's kind of like a bit of a Korean approach.
Hello, my
traditionally as
second
well. It's
favorite
just
streamer.
like
All right,
mastering
Kachao,
one
now you
thing
have to
and
say who's
becoming
your first one
excellent
then.
at it, and then being able to just read into what your opponent is doing is what I'm used to seeing. I'm used to seeing that structured play style from the Korean teams. I'm used to them seeing them do pretty much the same thing time and time again and just perfect it. And I think that it makes it a lot easier for them as opposed to worrying about what they're going to do. They know what they're going to do and just focus on their opponent's
You don't want to
plan
brawl?
can be a little bit more digestible
Just
than
tell
the
us,
chaos
man.
of
No shame
we're
here.
changing our comp and we're changing our roles and we have to adapt to what they're doing. You know what your win conditions are, you know what your tools are, and you can apply them to the problems that you're being asked by the other team.
Yes, and it seems that their defense side has not been figured out on the Haven, at least for PaperX. Gen.G winning that really convincingly. Karon, our map MVP, and he mentioned in his interview he wasn't really feeling himself.
Probably a hot tub streamer.
In terms of adjusting to the roster changes, but on top
Man,
of that, he
I
also
would have been in
mentioned
a
the
hot
mental
tub
game,
if I
and we were
would still
talking
look
about
like
this
I
in the
looked in
green room.
2014.
When it comes to two teams like this who are actually pretty damn good, what it really boils down is who has the better mental.
I mean, mental is a huge part of this game. On this top level especially, when you're playing on stage, there's a crowd, there's lights, and this is your whole career, is being able to perform in this video game. You know, it's so different from the idea of like casually playing ranked like most people do. You turn that pressure up by like 1,000, so you might see mistakes that are, you know, are uncharacteristic, or you think, why would they not clear this? And it's because the lights are so bright, the pressure builds up and it's so big, they have to adapt and learn so much, I think is the best way I can put it. And now the pressure will only continue to mount for PRX, who are now 0-2 and need to turn things around if they want to make playoffs.
Yeah,
Go
a
train
rough
that
start for
bod.
PaperX, also
Yeah, I
needing
have to at some
face
point.
against
I
really
have to
strong
go
teams
back
like
to the gym
DRX
at
and
some
Gen.G
point, but it's
here.
not the point yet.
Gen.G, I'm sure, is feeling a lot better, and just reminding themselves, look, we got to have fun. And we've been hearing this from a lot of the Pacific players, actually globally. A
Do
lot of them
IRL
are
streams before
stressing
Valorant
themselves
streams?
out, you know, they're like,
If I would
forgot
have-
how
look,
much fun
I'll
Valorant
tell you
was
one thing.
originally.
If I had my private like gym, I would have absolutely zero problems with streaming from a gym. If I had like gym equipment here, I would be streaming here in my gym sessions, you know? But streaming from like public gyms, I think it's inconsiderate. It's just weird. When I was doing it, I did it a few times. I just always went at like 11 p.m. so there was almost no one there. You know, it's like I didn't want to bother other people, you know? So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was kind of what we'd be expecting from Texture a lot of the time. A lot of multi-frags, a lot of impact from him. You know, Karen did have a fantastic game as well. And I think the core of Gen.G was pretty good this series, but Texture was pretty consistent across all 3 maps. And I feel like it was just not something that PaperX could really deal with. I felt like I was surprised seeing the role changes that they were bringing into this series, and you know, moving those players around and having to deal with what Gen.G is throwing at you can cause moments like this where people are just not comfortable.
This Gen.G win was suggest first in 3 years.
Has been using their utility
Jesus Christ.
map out and being able to be comfortable in certain situations.
Am I gonna play rank after this, bro? Well, it depends what time will it be.
That 1v4 is the straw that broke the camel's back. I mean, I've had rounds like that go wrong, and it's so crushing mentally, because you did the hard job, and then you lose it in that fashion, and it's immediate sinking feeling in your stomach. Like,
by the way, guys,
no. Like,
I just wanted to show you something. I think this Yoru video, the Yoru guide, was the most complicated video I did so far. I'm not like an you know, like an editor. I never like learned anything from like guides or anything. I just started doing it. This is like, for now, the most complicated video I did so far. It's 36 minutes long. There's a lot of moving parts in it. It's not like super advanced in any way, but I'm pretty proud that I managed to actually script this out, record everything, stitch it together, have like a structure in it. So yeah. Oh shit, I forgot to put the chapters in the video yet. I'll do that after the match. But yeah, you can already watch it if you type in !Yoru guide.
On a quick break. We hope PaperX fans, you know, you recover a bit, get the heart rate down, and take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna go into that second match.
Do I play chess? Nah, not really. I mean, I was playing chess when I was younger, and there was not many different options, but not a fan of chess. When I have the options, I would always prefer to play different games. Hello, Loti. I have watched first 5 minutes or so, and the vid is looking really solid at the moment. There's much more content in it. And this is 36 minutes of me yapping, man. There are no lineups in there, there are no set plays, it's just like yapping fury. I wonder how will be the reception when I'll make it public. And will it even gather like a lot of views or not? Does the mouse come with his aim? And complains? When you buy his mouse, you start complaining about the amount of utility in the game. I'm sorry, guys. Most comments will be ba. You're right. Because you guys are all sheep by listening to me and watching my content. That's what it is. Does the mouse come with a horde of 9-year-old fans? Maybe I would buy it then. Would be nice to have more viewers. No, I didn't press the button.
And it's match 2 for today. We are welcoming DRX versus DFM. Now, DRX, of course, our kickoff champions, are looking better and better with every game. Yes, we did see them in Masters Bangkok. Not their finest performance, but over here in Pacific. It's been okay.
I'm looking at a sandwich as well, man.
Okay.
With 2 hands. Oh, come on, Bane.
Bane just catching things here. And Mako are king. Sorry, well, I'm just like admiring DRX.
Yeah, I got distracted by the code throw. That got to me. That's funny. But yeah, DRX, as you say, continuing to be dominant in Pacific, even if their Masters performance wasn't brilliant. This is a roster that topped the charts during kickoff, and they really want to continue that. The big rookies coming in, Hyunmin and Freeing, still continuing to look strong, and we saw that change of style more to the double duelist.
That's right, yeah, they're mixing up what their approach wants to be. I think they had a decent run at Masters, and I would expect them to do very well in this group as well. Shouldn't have too many issues moving on to the playoffs, and they'll be looking to go back-to-back in stage 1 here from kickoff.
Oh yeah, that is definitely the goal, and DFM had a good start, good off season, but the start of stage 1 definitely less inspiring. We are looking at May, the leader here, who's put together this roster, and what do they have in store for today? Art last week hardly had an Odin. He had one kind of floaty Lotus round, and then he just, where did it go?
Did you brag with Hyunmin so far?
By the Odin!
Not
What
yet.
are you doing? He's so good on it. He's so I don't want to see him with a Vandal ever. Judge or Odin. That's all you're allowed to do if you want to get the win. Listen to me, man.
Okay, I mean, that's going to be hard to be doing, especially where on some maps they're putting up whole walls that are making it harder to make the Odin work. Either way, for DFM, I think that loss in the opening stage here against Global puts a lot of pressure on this team. It necessitates upsets against some of the more difficult opponents, such as DRX, and historically, that's been a difficult matchup.
Oh my god, thank you for the free win. That's rough.
It's May against most of the DRX core that does remain, and you see them highlighted in the player graphics here. These players are very familiar with each other, but a lot of players that haven't been involved in this matchup as much as those guys historically in the server as well.
That's right, and things are going to be a little bit different. Now, DFM, we saw them last week. DRX, I think what's very fascinating with DRX is, you guys touch upon it, a little bit of their playstyle change, their comp change.
Lotus first.
They were playing duelist.
DFM picked Ascent into us?
As hell. So,
what?
This map draft coming in, we are getting an Ascent, so I don't know.
I mean, that's going to be an interesting one.
What?
But I'd even take it a step further, where DRX is this team that you consistently see them tweaking agents. They change 1 or 2 agents every time, so you never really know what you're going to expect from them. And with their pick of
do they not have a better option? I mean, DRX is for sure happy.
Look at Masters Bangkok, look back
DRX is for sure happy that we play Ascent.
By a couple of agents every time, and initially they brought the double duelist into this Lotus. Over on the side of DFM, they have not had too much success on Lotus, so DRX definitely smelling blood in the water with this first map pick.
Yeah, DFM keeping it simple with their comp in the past. You know, we see the slight variation with the Vice, but it's nothing crazy. I do really like the double duelist from DRX when they busted out. I was really happy to see them try something new, have a little bit of a different style there, you know, from the Teo that we saw before, and I think it suited them well in week 1. I'm curious to see if they'll keep rolling with that into week 2.
Oh yeah, we are definitely curious about it, and you can see here now, most of us have predicted DRX for, again, obvious reasons. They were the kickoff champions, and they look better than ever. But DFM, I would say May wasn't performing as he normally does last week. I know that's why Quack has predicted for DFM today. Paper Thin just loves DFM. I'm sure he has real reasons too, but I know he also loves DFM here. But you guys feeling very strongly about this DRX win?
Yeah, it should be easy for DRX today.
All right, well, let's welcome the two teams in blue. We have DRX facing DFM for match 2 of stage 1.
You guys probably want predictions now? Lotus.
2025 VCT Pacific.
Giving you 5 minutes. Harbor. That's more screen time for Harbor than combined in last year.
DRX.
It's been a massive start of the year for
By the
this
classic.
Korean powerhouse, DRX. Coach Termi, who's been with this team forever, has been slowly tweaking, upgrading, changing it, and what we saw in their latest iteration, an even faster and even more dangerous DRX.
I love them this year. I've been talking up freeing this, you know, the whole of kickoff. I think they made some of the best changes in the offseason. Huge credit to the DRX coaching staff, the huge systems that they have behind them. But Masters wasn't what they needed it to be, so they need to qualify to Toronto in their mind to have that second crack at international performances.
Absolutely. Today they will be facing against DFM, the other Japanese squad here, who definitely stepped it up again. In the offseason, during kickoff, we saw a great performance, and we see endless awesome walkouts from this team.
Now,
last week,
everyone else should be also following it up.
Stage 1 here, but I'm sure they're looking to step it back up and maybe defeat another RX today.
Yeah,
everyone else was like, nah, bro.
Almost take it on themselves to be kind of an underdog team. They love to go for an upset. They love to play these kind of powerhouses in Pacific. And then sometimes when they take on a team a little bit closer to their level, they look a little bit shakier sometimes. So I'm hoping they can embody that underdog mentality against DRX today, and they're going to have a better performance here. I don't even care so much if they win, to be honest. I just want to see them look like they're much more powerful inside of the server compared to their initial game against Global.
Yeah, like you say, when they were the underdogs, that's when they were at their best. That's how they got that win against Paper X, I feel. So take the pressure off yourselves. I think that's really important for them.
Yeah, while you are still the underdog, take advantage of that energy and that mentality going in, and remember to have fun. And I have to say, DFM is one of those teams that doesn't seem to forget to have fun on the server. We didn't get to talk about our map draft earlier. Lotus is going to be the first destination up today. DRX ended up picking it. How are you guys feeling about this?
I feel very poorly about DFM's chances today. There's just too many question marks for me. For Lotus, I think it's a map they haven't performed too well on, and DRX has been very consistent on that map against everyone but T1. Ascent is not a map we've seen from either of these teams since the off-season, and they both had some play on it with their rosters. And Fracture is a map that we've seen for DRX, and they've had some success.
I hope, I actually am very excited to see Ascent, because I hope DRX uses Teho on Ascent, and you can actually see how broken this character is on Ascent. I didn't have yet the chance to see a match where Teho would be utilized on Ascent to like full extent, you know?
And the Lotus draft, I don't think, are we getting some changes here?
I think for DFM, they're just playing the most standard, stable.
Yeah, it's the same stuff that we had before. Omen, Fade, Vice, Euro Race, very, very strong composition.
Shenanigans for him, but Akame's looked pretty good on that agent, so I think he'll be fine on the Fade.
DRX keeping things as they were, sticking with this double duelist. We see Flashback becoming this second duelist for them. He stepped up into that role well last week, so he needs to build on that performance and excel on the Yoru here.
All right, we are gonna go into the first map. We have our casters Komodo and Quack, who do have opposite predictions as well. Let's see what their take is on this.
I think they had a wrong prompt on DRX. What do you mean?
Just a really tiny little bit. You know, I just like to believe in DFM. But do you have anything for me, Komodo?
For you on DFM,
or just the whole matchup overall? Good luck. Good luck.
No, look,
might need it.
I mean, if you're considering what we saw last week from DFM against GE, there's a lot of room to grow. I think that's the biggest thing for this year for a lot of these teams. But I felt they look a little bit lost, right? Teamwork and trading and everything, they were a little bit off their game. They didn't bring that over from kickoff, I really feel.
Yeah, it does feel that way, especially given the performance from last week. However, I do personally like what I'm seeing from, the likes of Gen when he's getting a little bit more proactive, especially in Viper on the map. So,
hello, all these fans.
See how the entire journey progresses for it in week number 2, DFM versus DRX. I mean, DRX is, of course, on their map pick of Lotus. It's that permanent ban of Icebox coming through.
Yeah, I mean, if you've always got a perma ban of Lotus, for example, for a team like DFM, you're opening up the floodgates for, something that you're not potentially strong on or what your opponents are strong on, and Lotus for DRX has been pretty good. I mean, is DFM working in towards their own meta shifts? So we've got a really early Angel here already going DRX's way.
Yeah, the crowd cheering and supporting right behind DRX as well. Happy to take those 3 important frags away. Gen, though, will be able to steal one right from underneath their noses, but is that going to be enough? Still trailing right around the back of the door.
You need to see some very sharp shots from GN and Akame here if they're able to try and bring this one back.
That was fast.
DRX definitely still circling around them like sharks.
There's one.
Deep in the water. Straight through off the other side. You might be able to find a little bit of space in towards stairs, but DRX definitely...
Was it spam? We'll see in the replay. I'll be very honest with you, it was very hard to understand.
Peeks back in, peek off of contact from Mako, and it's going to be a classic kill to bring them the pistol round.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing, just to touch upon the agents for this map as well, right? We've seen a little bit of different revolutions of these agents for DFM.
Dude, he's alone that just without satchels. What the?
Akame and Jinbun swapping agents as well. But more importantly for me, when I see DRX in this one, and we're forgetting about the whole Teo meta for freeing, essentially, where he was just the
Can you move Shrek?
What do we usually associate with him on this map? Right?
Oh wait, we don't need Hag. No. We don't need Hag at all.
So
Why?
this is a small change for DRX that actually could have a very.
That's why we shouldn't have a Hag emote in all small letters.
More difficult for DFM to get it tripped. Of course, this is the eco. Looking to see what they can.
The funny thing is that we have the best counter to Vice, which is the Yoru clone on attack.
Yeah, flashback, of course, if you're going on towards this double duelist new look for DRX, you want to kind of see how he's going to be playing on this secondary duelist role. If it's more informative, if it's more secondary, is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. And it's not a bad idea, of course.
Yeah, well said, Komodo. Certainly puts DFM in their place currently.
I think his Neon is a little bit more, awkward compared to his Yoru at the moment. So it'll be good to see, for this map specifically.
We can clearly hear the Korean casters, no?
Ultimately, Quack on a round such as this for DRX, it's just making sure comms are clean, shots are clean. So far, so good.
I mean,
just look at it.
That's as clean as.
Simple crossfires, peek together. No?
Just as clean as washing your hands with soap.
Okay.
And we have 3 players with region shields.
99.9% of germs and bacteria.
So legit didn't have to buy anything that is not utility. You guys seen this? The only person that took damage were the ones with region shields.
Icebox being the ban out as well. I'm actually kind of interested to see what their Ascent is going to look like, as we know the Odin abuser is kind of nerfed. You can bring it out here, don't get me wrong. Like, we had it on the
so essentially, Bane just bought a Stinger this round because he had a lot of cash.
How proficient just the team is going to be for DFM. Already forced back from not being able
I don't like the one-way. That's something that I personally dislike. The one-way, if we play like 2 players on long C, it pushes them away from actually peeking into the gun that we want them to peek. We don't want to retake with the Outlaw. We want them to peek into there, right?
Yep. Passed into B. Well, got Bane on the other end. Prowler as well as the boom.
So that's something that I see a lot of teams do, and I never agreed with it.
Wasn't noted, although unfortunately
okay, well,
that dark cover one way does fade.
Can't see shit now. That person just died off screen.
We'll pay dearly for that. A second smoke up from Mako just to retain control over the C side.
May good hit though for 140.
Finding a little bit more space across the map, straight into A.
So why they do it, I have no certain answer. But there's a lot of teams just, I think, like, they're not thinking about that.
You're gonna see
like,
that Jinbong is in the right spot to have heard it, but just straight through the wall.
It's like the opposite of a trap play. Free upgrade as well, and now we have a pincer movement. Look at this. Now we have a pincer. They're all between players. Yep. Oh, this is so good. That kill by Mako essentially pushed them away from B into A, and now they have no time. Oh my. One kill. One kill.
So easy for him at the end
made
of the day.
this.
I sense
but I can guarantee you that not a single person watching this game that is not in this chat will think about it. That kill from Mako over here was the guarantee that the players will not go B, because they would be met with crossfire setups then. So they were going back to A, and that's the stack. So now they're surrounded with from all angles. It was DFM actually made the mistake of not following the call. They needed to go to B anyway, but they got scared because of that kill on Mako.
We might not necessarily be looking for the best tactical plays, the best.
Hello, Dakita, give me a second.
To show us proper
There's a pandemic of whaley pick in America. I don't know what they are fucking drinking, man, but it's definitely some drugs.
I observed in the GE
it spiked with whaley.
GE will
the drinks.
Extremely drilled, and their trading and repositioning was really well done, right? And that's something that DRX are showcasing to us that they're really proficient in doing.
They were happy to do that against Paper X. They're happy to do it against DFM as well.
Oh, we're getting a little bit greedy. That was not necessary, specifically also because other player from ours is at 8 HP.
But Bane is here and happy to receive.
Only pro player allowed to play Wayland properly is Jogamo, but I can guarantee you that Jogamo is only playing it so that he doesn't have to show his Yord too much.
Can't move. Don't need to. At this point in time, there's 2 for him. Freeing is quite low as well. This is where things
and this is a little bit awkward.
Scary when you consider that Mako is nowhere yet.
Is it gonna be May? Well, coming at least we'll be able to.
God damn it, man! We threw this round. We overpeaked too confidently. Yeah, that player has skills. He looks like me in ranked. Thank God, Jinbong. Thanks.
Vandal at hand.
That's what you get for aiming at the head when someone is with his back turned. You aim at the body and you go bap, bap, bap for 150. That's the play, not headshot. Not a headshot.
Sneaks through. Gunman back into it, but a single tap.
Oh no.
Blast back to throw Mako off. And here comes the boombot. Back into the smokes, and May's right around it. It's gonna be May.
Oh, when you need somebody to deliver, who is the player that everybody associates on DFM to do the job? Well, it's gotta be May, doesn't it? He's done it again. Doesn't need to move in the thorns, hitting the shots. You got a Kame in there finishing off Freeing as well. Unfortunate that Jinbong finds some fluffed shots yet again, but hey. When you need him the most, May has arrived. And they need you, right? We need to see DFM get on the board early. We need to see them start to cook in the server.
It's just unbelievable how he's able to sit even in thorns.
He's sharp, man.
They are not attacking A at all. I don't think they're feeling comfortable with that.
Zoomers? But you know what? That is one
Also, what I wanted to show you guys, this setup with the orb over here and the wall over here, that is such a waste of Viper utility. They have an Omen. Why is Omen not smoking the rubble? I will never understand. It's really crazy to me that this is like the way that the Viper decides to use the orb. I think just some...
from Bane, so at least he's rewarded, but stuck and bailed by flashback.
I won't find it though. That's the main thing.
Probably not.
I almost think that it's one team started the trend and everyone else just copied it without thinking.
Here's Art though on his own, and he's sniffing out.
DRX spends shit ton of util to take rubble control. Yeah, but it's always the same stuff. Every single team does that. Or you just play defense on A, but that's very hard to do because then they can crunch into B with the split, right? That's why it's imperative to have control of this area, because it blocks this area from being a danger zone. What? We ulted with no flashes, 20 seconds left instead of using it for retake? That is very, very weird. I don't know what's happening right now. What happened with Yoru? No idea. Oh, Freeing just gets 3 kills. Very nice, Freeing. Lovely to see.
Cypher on towards Vice, you can get a little bit more, hungry around playing with that utility as well, right?
They're still using that orb from when you were able to pick it up. I mean, that is true. I don't think that most of the teams actually adjusted from that moment.
He's a very responsible gamer with how he's playing around utility when he's on these Sentinel agents. When he went on towards the Teo, there was a bit of question marks on how that's actually going to look.
Freeing is 11-1. Yeah, he's 1-1-1.
Towards something that was comfortable, his Sentinel role. I mean, if he's able to kind of spread it a little bit more onto these different agents as well, that's going to just strengthen DRX, because you consider, right, Cypher, not applicable on every map. Vice,
send your guy to Hinman?
Where a Killjoy can play as well.
Definitely a little bit more so.
I just finished editing, man. Didn't have time.
And especially with DRX's double duelist.
Yeah. I mean, it just allows him to, provide a lot more with his new style as well, where you can play with a lot of aggression and a lot of tempo. Again, I want to give more credit to actually Global Esports. Their tempo control against DFM in that last series, it was amazing. Like, I was thoroughly impressed. So the fact that DFM are going up against another team who is really good at tempo control, what they would learn from the faultings they had in the previous series, they can apply in towards this one. They just kind of have to figure that out in the timeouts, in these mid-rounds. And that can be quite a difficult thing for a leader.
I love the Korean casting background. It's just like... It would be awesome to hear that wah! In the background when the English caster goes like...
Kind of suss out how DRX likes
essay mode, And that's just a random kill. Man, that's just a free kill. That's good.
Yeah, a couple of headache shots coming out in that one, specifically the first, but an operator for flashback.
Oh, and he's got his sights zeroed in.
Yeah, but remember,
is that operator? Yeah, it is.
About having Viper walls as well. You can reposition around them nicely if you're the team with the Viper and you know when it's going
why is Fade on that position? Oh my god. That was so risky. We counter spelling. What the?
Both teams.
Yep, just exchanging them.
And it kind of flushes them in towards Freeing, where he spotted
Freeing just fell asleep. I think he was looking at a minimap or something, no? He was not reacting.
Of his teammates.
Oh, but that is not very smart by Freeing. The reason for that is, look, we just ulted like this, right? Which means that if those players are not pushing forward, where are they? Are they staying in this area or they're going back? So we should stop moving in this direction. We should be now anxious because they can go back into us, multiple players at the same time. The DFM just fake with Nightfall? Well, I don't think they wanted to fake, but they got hit with Nightfall back, so it was like 1-for-1. But we butchered this round. We actually threw it after that Nightfall, because Freeing was meant to be the guarantee, not the actual sacrifice.
Pulls out paint shells. Managed to get away though. But also informed.
Okay, Jinboon peeks for no reason. Okay, that opens actually the retake.
So you gotta watch out for.
Still have one more. Oh, uncharacteristic whiff by Mako.
to trade back.
Hey, we got another ultimate from them. That's okay. Yeah, save now. Save now. That's good. That's good.
Rounds as much as possible.
That is good.
Yeah, you're calling that one. You don't have any prowlers, no C's for Bane, so you can try and make it a
Gen ulted with 5 HP and like 15 seconds left on the clock. I'm okay.
Not to mention, flashback, operator, yeah, you're not retaking.
They use the Raze ult, they use the Viper ult, and they use the Fade ult in this round. We used our Fade ult. I think losing a round like this, even though we made a mistake, we actually lost because of our mistake, right? This is like a concession prize. We still should have played that better and probably win this round. But since we're losing it already, we actually get a lot of value out of it, because you could expect 3 ults like that should convert to a round.
Where would Flashback be playing? We've seen him more proficiently over at this front of the B side. We've already seen some mountain control attempted for DRX before on this defense side too.
So beginning to anticipate a bit of A. They do keep themselves smoked off. The one way again, and DFM are looking to break that apart.
Yeah, rotate door open.
Whoa. Alright, Prowlers and a couple more boombots spent. DFM happy to bait those out.
Yeah, but again, this is where GN on the lurk up towards the A side is already clearing all the rubble outside the door. The flashback.
This is the 3rd time Jinbong dies as a first.
And that's that op at play. So now needing to respect a lot of it. DFM.
I feel like one of the biggest game design problems of Vice is the fact that that wall cannot be triggered by anything apart from a player or something that resembles a player, like the Euro clone, right? Oh my god, that's a lineup. No! Flashback, no double bind for jump. That's why he died, by the way. Look, I have to show you this.
He does get traded though.
Still a little bit dry, and that's not the
Hello?
line.
This position.
If he uses the double bind here, right, to jump up TP, he never dies. He get like a 40 damage body shot and is safe, but he didn't, so he gets punished. Thank you for the Sunday stream, and thank you for your family for borrowing you to us. Well, Rumph, thank you so much for the 10 euros. We're gonna use that 10 euros, very generous 10 euros, towards
it's actually looking pretty much the same.
Either diapers or a kebab.
The timeout coach Northern Lights. So here we go back again into C, but we do have a bit of a lovely from the shadows from Art.
I feel like it's faster to just get behind the wall instead of TP. It would be the safest to double bind jump TP there.
Back into his own position, which allows his team to sneak into the site. A bit of a trade as Mako takes Art down. Spike should be planted soon for DFM, but at the same time, DRX in position to strike back. In with the
I think there's like a class gap between DFM and DRX. I'll be very honest with you. I don't say this to be mean or something.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, right, you got the reposition that comes
it really looks like there's a gap. There's like an ocean gap of planning, of personal skill. Like only May looks like to be able to shoot back. But also like the way that they move around the map and the utility, and they seem to be scared. DFM looks like they are scared, you know?
Really fault DFM in wanting to play with the utility that they've solidified a catch in.
Hag is almost there. Well, that fuels another, like, what, 5% for the Hag weight? No, sorry, 3% for the Hag.
And he gets information for his team as well, but do they have...
Is the double bind mentioned in the video? Yes, the double bind is mentioned in the video. Oh my god, freeing. Oh, he didn't get the ace, man. The funny thing is that Observer thought that freeing will die, but the opponent whiffed, so he swapped off him.
Don't tell me, right, that we're gonna get another agent that freeing just has nuclear performances on when he just picks it and, I don't know, plays it for the remainder of the whole tournament?
At some point, you question, you know, it's no longer the age, it's just the guys.
Oh, absolutely. He's got to be one of the best pickups that we've seen coming in towards the 2025 season.
You know, Big Time is somewhere in the green room cheering with a huge sign. He's got the foam fingers and everything. It's the round, it's the place, it's the
I feel like next patch they will nerf Teha and Vice. Well, look,
they've had to deal with the
I cannot tell you exactly because I spoke with the live balance designers, but I cannot tell you exactly what they answered me because, you know, NDA.
It's freeing,
But
and there's
I
Thorns
can
at the
tell
front
you
of the side
what
that
I
think
would
they
do
might have even-
if I would be right now an employee of
Actually
Riot.
snuffed them out or not, or hurt them.
It's right around the edge of
I would
zone.
just
So maybe not.
They have put
hot
their
fix
own shear
nerf
at the front
Tahoe
of the B site, though, so
and
they'll
see
know
what's
if there's
going
any
on next.
aggression from DRX, but they've already got
But the
control
problem
of
is
Rubble.
that if you do that
There's
fast,
no
without changing
prowler or
assets,
anything
that'll
to
be
get
just
the info
only
there.
tweaking numbers. And if tweaking numbers is not enough,
Well-timed peek from GN.
then you kind of make a change that might actually have to be reverted and completely changed in the future.
Sending through those
So
prowlers.
depending on how the designers would like to approach the way that they change the agents in the future,
Pop it.
it might actually take a longer time.
Information first.
You know?
We could debate this. but
Again,
still.
this is all my assumptions. This is not something that I spoke with.
Generally, you would
I
know
mean,
that
I
you have to
spoke with
recreate
Raisu, but
everything around Rubble, and there's still two players here.
it's
Marco
not
finds
his
the timing.
opinion.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? He's looking for more.
I'm not saying
down
he's
three.
disagreeing. I'm
Gonna
not
be
saying he's
four.
agreeing. I just don't want to say what he
Settle
would
down, though,
be,
20 seconds.
what he
Not
told me.
cleared. Nakame has to watch out for so much more. Jinbong might be in the B site, but do you have the time?
But I just want you to understand like how it works in a game
Have to
company.
Make a sprint into the A site right here, right now. They're thinking about where Freeing could be. They gotta watch out for the top. Freeing pops the steel guard and tries
Ooh.
to convert it into the spray. Maybe not the cleanest, but still some damage done. And with that, he's able to push up front, in for the hunt, sharpest ever. Jinbong with low HP. Freeing is just dancing around the corners.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
finds
by the
another
way,
round for DRX.
Yeah, you can
guys,
see what was
if you
going
play
on.
a shorty,
He finds me.
try avoid doing what Freeing right here did. He did it because he knew the opponent is lower HP, so it's fine. But if you don't know how much HP the opponent has, don't jump like this anymore. The spread on this shorty is garbage. Is garbage. Is legit garbage. Wide swing, maybe even crouch swing. The shorty is much better. Like when you're actually on the ground or crouching, when you jump, the gun becomes garbage.
Oh, absolutely. But Freeing, he's 17 kills.
Unless you're like 100% certain that the opponent has like 30 HP. But even for like 50, oh my god. Even for like 50 damage, you need to double pump.
Have been trying to expand their wingspan across the map, but they haven't been able to find all too much. Now GN able to take down Freeing.
You've taken down the raid boss. You know the A site is now free territory, but the problem is the rest of the DFM members can't get over there. Marco,
With the
though.
threat of flashback, right?
Oh, good for one.
In with the trades and into the C site. Now GN happy to play spoiler up around the A site. Flashback, as well as him, and off to the races. With all this time and space, though, May playing a good position. Holding the crosshair placement, but ooh, Hyunmin, what a little bit of a peek.
Now remember, GN is on the other side of the map. They should know this. They should know this. He just killed your teammate over at the A site. So there's a small bit of time that they have to try and clear everything, though. And, well, he can't stop this now, can he?
It's got to be so much faster, but even that, it's just going to be a bit of that flash out from flashback.
Not planting for your teammate, who is in another postcode, is a little bit rough, but you know, they hadn't cleared waterfall when they started to establish the plant. They put May going into deep holes. There's a lot of these corners being cut at the situations that you don't necessarily need to for DFM. Like this is where the kill is, right? So he's either booking it for a flank to try and cut off Hyunmin and then coming through waterfall, or he's on the massive wrap. If you don't see him in a couple of those seconds, well, it's probably going to be the massive wrap. So yeah, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter on the way that he came into it. The problem is the DFM aren't accumulating rounds.
Powiedz please some Polish saying, chuj ci w dupę, stary chuju.
Good at recognizing
Hope I helped.
what the situation is.
Hello, Anwar.
From each and every single player, whether it's flashback, whether it's Freeing, and right now flashback in with the op, back into the A site.
Ooh, info.
He's been dancing all across the map every single round.
Yep. You already cleared all front of pillars as well with a Prowler. You've got Marco holding territories over at Mound, so you know that this is A for the beginning.
Fires off a couple of
Now they have to go for the wall. Not a fan of this wall. I'm really not a fan of this wall. I will just move it like half a meter. I will explain to you in a second. When there's gonna be a halftime, I'm gonna explain to you why would I move the wall just a little bit, okay? It would be almost the same position, but it would be much better. Much better.
You gotta get a little bit of clammy hands at the moment. you know, seeing what we can see right now, knowing what's possible on the other side of this door, on the other side of this site.
Surely they're considering a lot of it, and they're trying to fish for so much information.
Oh
and it's
my
all in these
God.
little moments where Freeing is able to come up. Akami, though, happy to find off with at least a couple. But here comes Hyunmin with that
Art was like, let me meet my
Tries
demise.
to look for that flick against May, but May
Whoa!
Look at that. Showstopper back in. Flashback for the answer. Jian with a little kill
Unlucky.
will be able
That's
to
very
avoid
hard to win.
hyperspin, but looking for the spike plant.
Yep.
Mako trying
So,
to look for the clutch.
to explain
It's
to
not
you
quite
what I
gonna
mean
happen
with
as
that
DFM
Vice Wall.
secures a final round. 3-9 at the end of the first half, Komodo.
Is anyone a believer in superstitions? Are we going to get the 9-3 curse
So,
to come on
the
through?
Vice
Three
Wall
isolated rounds, though, for
is like this.
DFM is quite
That we currently
worrisome
seen in the game.
in this switch up, however,
What
you know,
I
you're
would
gonna have
do,
to see a lot of
personally,
proficiency from how Akame is going to be calling
right?
things on this fade. You need some good timing on Art Smokes comboed with Gen's walls. You know,
I would do it this
how
way.
proficient is
Sorry, you
May gonna
couldn't
be in
fucking-
finding a lot of these jewels, right?
I'm
It's
doing.
the double
Has to be
duelist
straight
style
line.
from DRX as well, where you know that they're going to have a lot of
Maybe there's
options
something
get
to actually
dirty
angle it, but
towards
let's say you
some
cannot.
dives and
I
some
would do
potential
this.
resets as well, like.
This way, you cannot go through this without triggering it, but if you want to trigger it, you have to jump out in the fucking open.
About it as well, but there really just
It's a
isn't
huge
that much
difference.
that we can go off of.
You are not being covered by this edge. If you're like this, you are in cover. If you're like this, you are not in cover.
It was a 3-9 at the end of the first half
And
against
that's
that
it.
team as well. And it's the same
You can do it
story
diagonal from top left. I mean, if you do it diagonal from here, I don't like this because they are too close.
When I look at this roster for
Like this.
DFM, I'm
But
thinking
and
that
also there was
GM's
a
looking more
molly,
comfortable
right?
individually. I'm
So
thinking that May has
there was a
more,
molly set up
you know,
over
of
here.
Support staff around him at the moment in the.
So I would
map itself,
definitely
right?
prefer it
I'm
this
also
way.
thinking that
With this wall not being here by here, you know, and this would actually make it way riskier to actually jump spot it.
DFM is looking pretty good for what they're bringing to the table for stage 1. And now here's the but. These are the scorelines we're getting.
Why are these the scorelines we're getting?
Is the double bind for Stinger and
Well, this
Bulldog
one,
still
DRX is
working?
cracking,
No.
they're making the
The
right
double bind
decisions,
for Stinger
and
and Bulldog
same
got
last week.
nerfed before
DFM giving just DRX
actually
a lot
got
of freedom
popular
across the map,
because
right?
no
I mean,
one wanted
yes,
to listen to me.
you have
But the
flashback on
devs
up,
listened to
got
my
Green, you know, playing
video evidence and they said,
DFM
"Oh."
are-
And they changed.
just kind
That's the
of-
funniest thing. Because I discovered the double bind, the devs had to change the entire shooting system when it comes to ADS.
outside of A stairs.
Yeah, so they're refreshing.
Not
the
many
one-way
people know
smoke
that,
over at
but I
C.
know.
Eventually, now they'll send Art away. But look at the territories that DRX have already found, right? Complete rubble control, no contest whatsoever. We're up the middle.
Like,
of
we
B as
actually have a
well, with
way
no
less
prowlers
clean
available for
ADS
Akame
system
anymore.
because of that.
With this
So I'm sorry,
positioning,
guys.
They can set up for that execute into the
Why
A
some
side.
coaches
You
told the
also
player to eat
have
something
Freeing
salty like
on that
biscuits or
deep
another
work.
salted thing
And
if
with
they
that, he's able to find a
scrims
couple kills.
like 3 hours and
Okay,
playing
not quite
official after
couple.
that. They asked them
Akame at
to
least
eat
did
it
for the
between
punish.
screens and
Yeah, but
official
as we
between
say
first
that,
and
you know,
second
it's
match.
just a bit of
Green.
attention bought away, and that's
Calories
gonna be
intake
A
to have
site for
to not be
DRX.
exhausted.
Gen's also having
Just
to-
get some
to
energy.
Consider his wall timing as well, putting it up when that rotating door's happening.
I
and he
heard
can't
rumors that
support Mega in
Simon
that
was
situation.
spamming Euro on
And that's
stream
why
because they
it's
knew they
tough.
wanted to make Euro work and that he
And
would
some of
get
these
swapped, so
little
try to
gaps where
adapt. How
DRX
sad is
are
that?
able to exploit so much more.
Yep.
In for a pound and in for another kill as
Because he
well.
only wanted to
I
make
mean,
Euro work
how
and that
many
he
of those
would get
kills did we just
swapped.
see?
They
I
tried
think it
to
was like
adapt.
3. DRX just firing squad.
I'm not sure
all the members.
to actually how to understand
Every single
the
duel that DFM have taken in this round
comment.
has
So
been against
he was
multiple
practicing
DRX members
even
each
though he
time.
knew he's gonna
Besides
get
the ones that we saw
kicked.
pumping. But around the A site, that's what that was. DRX find the pistol.
Quick to it. Not the DFM that I was hoping for.
Not the DFM that we're hoping for to come in towards this one. That's I think the big thing.
They would swap him if he didn't learn Euro.
They still
So
have
he
those
didn't learn
individual
Euro.
signs, but it's not quite coming together as a team or in form of these strats as well, at least. The default 2-1-2 easily broken apart by DRX, and DRX,
Yeah.
meanwhile.
I mean, DRX on the first half, Freeing going absolutely, brilliant. Marco, Flashback, they're all doing what they need to. Hyunmin's not really needed. I wouldn't have mind seeing this on the pistol round, honestly. Taking some commanding space together as a unit, but you've already got, DRX getting into the B side. And they're in front of the Thorns already. Like, Jinwoon's timing.
A little bit lackadaisical. So it does allow for DFM.
That's harsh. They bench just because you can play Euro. We don't know that.
Around A link, but the weaponry does not support it. It's gonna be Freeing, Flashback, all chiming in a piece.
You don't
with
know
the
that.
Bulldogs
Also,
and all
like
fires
what? Do
through
they
and
play now
through.
double
Just
duelists?
Jinbong off to the other end. Okay, at least.
Do they just play now double duels because Kankan doesn't know how to play Yoru?
The hunt instantly detects, and with that, every single crosshair into
The
this
Kankan is actually
lone position.
I can say that without an inch of a doubt. Kankan might be the worst Yoru I have seen on a professional stage. You know? So if they want to play Yoru, what does Kankan play?
Get back in towards this map, right? Yeah, I know it's your opponent in DRX's pick, and you're gonna be hopeful for Ascent. But at the end of the day, right now, we're not seeing a lot of this.
Kankan played Chamber.
DFM, a lot of the full coordinations as well come out from them.
Yeah, that's right now. Might is right for DRX, and they are just not stopping anytime soon. Yeah. Look at this, the 5-stack.
EDG is gonna be just another paper X.
Both ends. At least DFM does have the 3-stack in. Can May find the answers? Starts off with a sheriff kill.
Needs more of them, that's the thing.
Not Durka. Durka's okay. He's just not super duper good at Yoru, but he's okay.
By DRX, and they continue to march forward into the site.
But Kankan was just absolutely abysmal.
Finds a good flick against the actual Yoru, but still paying out from tree. He tries to reposition.
Oh my god, what a crossfire! Oh my god.
One of their own. And that's DRX reaching map point, Komodo.
I mean, I'm looking at that round as well, right? That should have been your bonus round to come through from
well,
DFM.
it was rough for DFM, I'll be honest with you.
There's Bulldogs, there's May on a Sheriff. Like, they put a little bit more into the previous round than they did with that one, and they're trying to take these duels around.
I don't want to be disrespectful,
yeah, it's
but this map should have been an email, no?
Of things, it doesn't provide any real value in towards the rounds. May was by himself for that first duel, right? And he gets haunted out, so you're always going to see a trade. You're not going to see him potentially be able to win, you know, 3 kills just planting himself in the open.
What the hell? He's dead.
Definitely not the position that you want to be in if you are DFM, but still.
Who do you think plays the best Yoru? Right now in VCT, the best Yoru is Jogamo.
A bit of a trade around the B site.
Yeah, no one goes for that for sure. It's double damage. If you go for your own, you get 1/3 of the damage. If you go for your opponent's full damage, so that's 13 damage per step.
Wrong site.
Can you sneak in towards this A site? The answer is yes, because Art is caught none the wiser.
And he's just alone.
I love the way Jogamo plays his Yoru on A long Haven, no dry pick. He uses his Yoru clone to peek. I don't watch Americas because it's too late. So I don't even know exactly what he does right now.
Well, gotta be that man with a mission.
Player deficit going in for a retake. Times are ticking.
Kankan played Yoru again on Ascent and it was hard to watch. Yeah, let's play Yoru on one of the hardest maps to actually get value out of him.
DRX up around the site. It's just Jinbung now. Mako in with a flash. Oh, site's been robbed and he tries to back off, and it's way too clean for Mako. Up around the corner, it brings us to this final destination of 13 to 3. It is what it is, Komodo.
Yeah,
hello,
the biggest thing that you just said there is it's clean, right? Honestly,
who's better, Yoru and DRX? Did Hyunmin also play during Bangkok? Yeah, I think for now Hyunmin should be considered the more proficient Yoru, but we'll see.
Side just then as well, but their defense
I think DFM kind of knows it's very hard match. That they don't like look defeated or anything. They just know it's rough, man.
The way that, you know, Bane's timing on a lot of his utility as well, clearing.
I hear the volume twice. What's the issue? Probably have twice open a tab. Check your tabs of Doom.
Mounds that we never really saw DFM get in front of, to have options to be able to do things differently in the later stages of the rounds.
And that's the whole map. Outstanding performances from the likes of Freeing, Flashback. Mako is still Mako. An incredible support, you know, especially from Bane and Hyunmin as well, trying to pull off some of their own hijinks, the showstopper at hand.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes if you've got like 3 players just going above and beyond, you're not necessarily needing to see the other teammates, and that could be okay. We can keep them a little bit bottled up, ready to release them in the next map.
Absolute control over the defensive side. Absolute flawless rounds in the attacking side. It's DRX still being DRX, and they will continue forward with this upwards trajectory. DFM, on the other hand,
2 ears, double sound? Yeah, just cut off 1 ear.
And they give us a different look. What are you thinking?
Well, I mean,
does your EMEA?
Corner, so I'm hoping for something different. I want to see why they picked it, right?
I don't think anyone deserves the title in EMEA.
On that chat, but for now, we will have to deliberate on the current results that we do have, tossing it back over to our desk.
Hello, Kenzie.
DRX continue on a pretty comfortable win streak here in Pacific. Very convincing win here. Very short match.
It was smooth. It was.
I struggle with Lotarism. I would like to play the game correctly, but my teammates don't, so I look bad with my aim.
I mean, there's not much we can say about this. I feel like this was the same DFM we saw last week.
I suffer from a thing. I don't know how to call it. I need to coin a term for that. But I personally struggle for years with this in Valorant. Is if I see my teammates doing incredibly inefficient, dumb stuff in ranked, I try to compensate for the lack of value in them. So I put myself in danger, and I even perform even worse because of that. I still, like, I did it for like several years while playing Valorant first, you know?
400 ACS performance on the Vice, you know, they did swap him over from the Cypher to the Vice. Initially, when he was making that debut after being pretty much a one-trick Teo for all of kickoff in towards Masters and then picking up the Senti role as DRX moved into this double duelist style, he looked shaky.
Ladies, why are you copy pasting just a normal message? I don't get it. What's going on here?
And now on the Vice, he looked impeccable. It looked like a really, really good change for DRX, who
I'm bored. Well, I can give you a timeout if you want.
Agents at a time, or a little bit of a stylistic difference, and you know, I wonder if that's to keep their opponents guessing, or whether that's just a case of they're continuing to.
I'd like that. Okay, buddy.
To keep their players flexible, but whatever it is, win or lose, you can guarantee that DRX is changing up little bits at a time.
Yeah, I mean, you can't keep my goat down. I mean, this guy, he's bouncing back. I love Freeing. I feel like I'm
Hello, Gen.G Gaming. How are you happy with your Gen.G game today?
Take that one, Freeing.
Because PaperX looks like poop, I think. In the brief moment I saw them today, they looked like poop.
You're ready for him anyway.
I'll fight for him.
Do you care he's not playing Tejo anymore? We're seeing an evolution with the squad. Like Pilsky was saying, that they are switching one or two roles or agents here, just to, no, I wouldn't say roles, but agents, just to keep things, well, you know, keep the opponents on their toes a bit.
No, I like what they're doing.
Like
I like the change. Like you say, he played Sentinel for a long time before he joined DRX, so he is very comfortable in that role. And you know, prowess. I'm sure he might go back there at some point. You know, you can always remember how to ride a bike, right? That's what they say. So
no, wait, can someone?
Again, but him having that more
Euro guys,
only a good thing, and he's shown that it's not just Teo. It's not just like, oh, this agent
oh
was
my
broken,
God.
so I was really good on it. He's showing he can perform on other agents as well, which is great for his longevity,
need to pin this.
career as a whole.
I think this, for a whole for DRX, this is good for their longevity.
Yeah.
Playing that long game, you don't want to. What happened with Sky, you know, everyone was using Sky. They nerfed Sky. It screwed over a couple
I'd like an
teams,
additional minute.
Right
you get 10.
Into a big tournament, like a big
Since you
international.
asked.
So DRX is definitely setting themselves up for success here. These are really good steps that they're taking to make sure they just got everything in the bag and ready to go. And the next map will be Ascent. Haven't seen DRX play Ascent in quite a while. DFM,
Next prediction, guys.
There's a thing there now, so the Odin can't do what it normally does. But there are other parts of the map that are quite Odinable.
Ascent.
So
Yeah, I think you could still make it work. I mean, we saw both these teams play Ascent in the off-season, right? And they both played the standard default comp. But now I think we would expect changes from both teams.
I think Vice they're on this map, man.
Of Ascent at the moment. I don't think we've seen anybody roll in with the full meta comp yet, so we'll see if there's going to be that flexibility. There are plenty of teams who are still playing the Sova on the map, but interestingly enough, it's not the Teo subbing for the Sova. I feel like if you're playing Sova, you're also playing Teo, which feels a bit more of a sub for the KO. That's a whole mouthful and feels like alliteration and a little bit confusing, but like we'll see what we're gonna get. The most interesting thing to me on this map is the choice of duelist right now, because a lot of teams are cutting KO and putting Teo in, which necessitates you to run flashes a lot of the time, whether that be Phoenix or Yoru. I really think more and more Ascent that I watch, the more I'm liking teams who run Yoru on this map.
The new Ascent B-side got a new trap setups for Cypher. They're essentially still the same. Like, you could have already put like a lot of different traps for lane, so that doesn't change anything, in my opinion, you know? And this, if I would be coaching a team, I would not play Cypher or Killjoy or Deadlock on Ascent if I can play Vice. Unless we play double Sentinels, then I just play Vice and Cypher and say fucking good luck. You know? Or a Killjoy, that doesn't matter. But like it's a Vice plus Cypher or Vice plus Killjoy. There's no point in playing anything else. Vice is so strong on Ascent, it's fucking incredible, man.
forced
fucking incredible.
and we're not going to see the same meta comp. We kind of touched upon this last week. It's not the same comp anymore. Every single map it's changed a bit. Now DFM, do you think the Yoru comp would work well for DFM though?
May's been loving it. May's been playing a lot more Yoru than I've been expecting him to. I feel like almost
And now,
every other
think
game
about
I've
it.
seen
You
Yoru,
play
so
Vice
I actually do
and
think you can
Teho
definitely
on
see that.
such a small map.
See it, but for me, I don't think I would keep my eye on the Jet. I think
Bro.
Jet is May's signature
Omen,
agent. He always
Vice,
looks so strong on there.
Teho,
I think he should
Yoru,
play to his own
and-
comfort. I don't think they need to push the belt up too far.
another initiator, depending on what you want to play. You feel very confident that you don't need recon, you play breach. You feel like you need recon, you play fade.
And I think he can be fine. It just, yeah.
It's
He could do Yoru, but I just
that
don't
would be
know
my
how
composition for Ascent, right?
Like, you're gonna
Yoru,
probably see Art on the Sova, right?
Vice.
Like, I really
fuck
not
me.
been enjoying Art. To be honest, I'm surprised he's playing Omen
Yoru,
even on Lotus. Like, I would expect him to be on
Vice,
the Fade because you see a lot of Fade players love doing that tree setup and trying to
Teho.
go for the scans in combination with a flash or like a wall up timing, and then you haunt and you try to spam someone through tree. He obviously knows a lot of those angles. To be fair, he didn't really get much of a chance to play it very much because
And
get to play much
he would
defense, it
get
felt like.
either fade
Well, I am definitely curious what they're going to be
or
doing.
breach.
We don't know. Obviously, this is the first time they played it since off-season.
This would
and
be my
this team,
composition
I feel
for
like
playing
both of them
Ascent.
have changed so much since the off-season, not just in comp,
You
not
know?
just because the meta has changed or new maps or new agents. They
I think this is
themselves, their mental, their
probably
playstyle,
the
everything's
strongest
completely
composition you
different
play.
now. And DFM
You can play
was-
on this map
speaking
right
of
now.
mental, looked really strong.
You
and
know,
we were talking about this
Astra's
at the
bad.
start of this match,
Astra's
that
just
DFM should lean into
hard to
this
play
underdog,
effectively. She's strong. You could
know,
play Astra
status.
instead of Omen, but I
And
just
just
prefer. I
remember
would
how
prefer
fun- I
Omen.
mean, that was
You know,
Karen's
Sova instead of Fade.
tactic.
Fade has more combinations with the other characters here.
Even kickoff, where it was like nobody expected anything.
She
because
is a little bit
DFM,
weaker on the
and then
recon than
all of a
Sova,
sudden they
but she
come out
delivers
and
more
they
value overall.
come out
The
and they show
ultimate
a lot of
combos with
potential.
everything else,
And that's 'cause people are
and
doubting
the
them. And now
C's
as soon as
combos
it
with
comes
rockets,
across, like last week,
the
you know, it's usually have a even split of
if
predictions.
ultimate
Like,
and
oh, no,
C's also combo with Yoru because they deny info, deny sounds.
They just
Dogs
need to-
are
they need
good
to
in
relax
general.
this game
It's like,
because the DFM that we're seeing so far in Split 1 is
You know?
not the DFM that we've seen before. They
No.
have to learn to be loose out there. I mean, this is a team that should be having so much fun. I think they're also personable. They seem like a great bunch of characters, but you can't let the stress of this get to you. Otherwise, you're never going to be able to win.
Yeah, I think it's going to be hard for them, but I do like the approach of mixing in Ascent, being that underdog, and trying to throw a little bit of a curveball at DRX. The problem is there's so many things that I associate on Ascent with DRX. There's whole strats named after them on this map. It should
Actually-
be a very
That's
comfortable
right.
map for them to play. It's a map that they
Let's
played
make a
in the
tweet.
off-season with a lot of these players. So I think even in this brave new world of Ascent meta that I'm sure a lot of people are enjoying the variety, I think that they're going to be totally fine. And they're looking like they're very comfortable in this series. And DFM, this stage, just have not shown any of that spark. I want to see some individual flair. I want to see some people take control of the game here.
Now, the DRX strat, do you like to call it the Vision Striker one, or do you call it the DRX
It's
one?
Vision Strikers.
Yeah, I know,
No
it's
one's ever called
We
that.
called it DRX.
No one's ever called that DRX. That's insane.
Okay, all right, DFM here. That is a triple init, no Senti. They've got
Wait.
Astra on GN. So
The
maybe on
tweet doesn't make
defense,
sense if someone plays
Astra
exactly
or a
that.
pseudo Senti and help them hold some of these
DRX
sides. It's gonna be a
plays
very free-flow
Jet.
style from DFM here. It's going to be
Okay.
interesting to see on their defense.
I'm
if
actually
they can
surprised,
stop
but maybe they
DRX.
just didn't practice it
DRX are
with
playing
Yoru.
something fairly standard. We see
But
Vice
I
come into
love
the
seeing
center.
Vice and
Of
Teho.
course, we have Teo
And this is
replacing the
broken
KO
as fuck.
traditional comps. I think
Vice
this
Teho
is
on
the
Ascent
kind
is
of
just
updated
chef's kiss.
version of the meta
Wait,
game,
let me do that
personally.
tweet.
I think it's a great fit for DRX. I think DFM having no hard info is, you know, no passive util might be tough for them on this map.
Well, you know what?
In
I
my
miss Jet. I'm glad we're
opinion,
seeing Jet on both
this
sides
is
of
the
Ascent. We're going to send it back to our casters, Quack and Komodo,
current
to take this away.
strongest
Thank you very
agent
much for
composition
joining us, and Pilsky.
for Ascent.
Yeah, it's a bit of a blast to the past. The Ascent, the Jet coming back in, but also bringing us back to the future. We've got updated comps. We've got what is this comp from DFM, Komodo? I mean, do you feel like it's familiar?
Nah, not really. I mean, we know that Gen's proficient on his Astra, but it's something different. It's something new for them. Whether or not it's
Not playing a
work,
Sentinel on Ascent
we send it back to 1985.
when you have like 3 incredibly strong picks is gonna
It starts off with the salvos and takes down
wreck them.
right off the rip.
We actually got seized into Rocket, no?
Freeing back on Tejo as well. So let's see if he can remember all of his strengths from back when.
Things are a little bit different. So drone used for a bit of that info. Not too much though.
Art's getting a little bit hungry up through mid by himself. Bane though stuck.
And at least DRX happy to turn back around to find a shot. Straight in through mid though. That would be the weak point. And they found Jinbung. DFM quick to go in for that hunt. Spike down, but instantly picked back up by Mako. They close and shut that door down in DFM's face.
DFM, I mean, how are you going to contend onto a retake when it goes down quickly now? At least you got all your numbers here. Some time to be bought by freeing on the salvos. He's still got a drone that he can use later. They don't exactly know that he is actually in B main.
So that could be a factor coming through on this retake, but DFM looking to clean house. Dylan propped up May in for that check.
Didn't spot it.
Wow. So nothing found, and May might just assume that B main is clear. Which would be fine. You still have to deal with these early players on. Mako, though, looking for that pick, and there it is. The shot out from the back. Another one from the site.
Yeah.
DRX.
Freeing tucking himself in deep B main nicely as well. So when May goes for the clear, he's not spotted out, and then he can pop his head back a little bit later on when DFM start to get in for the retake. Some good little positioning from him, honestly.
Yeah, we got seized here with the rocket.
Right? Yeah, you heard it from Big Time earlier on. It's a modern Ascent kind of look towards this map, right? It's a modern comp where you're changing Sovers, you know, we got Fade in the mix as well. I did like the idea a little bit early in there, right? You had a Seize combo with the salvos. You know, we've seen some ideas on using the saturates from the Waylay players on the defensive side as well to kind of simulate sort of combos as well for those Waylay enjoyers. Right now though, for DRX, I mean, you take a pistol, you're still chugging on from that lead that you had over on map number 1.
Two of them playing for the eco, so DRX at least taking a little bit of their own time, not wanting to put themselves in range of any potential util combos coming through, at least.
Really, one of the rare skins that I kind of regret not buying, but also I don't want to have too many skins that look alike, is the Overdrive skins. I think that would look pretty cool.
Very tunnel visioned into the other side, so it's good to see
that could have been a disaster.
The rest of DRX can just charge.
Oi!
Very much so. I mean,
all the combos again.
Yeah, slight combos. A bit of a kill out from Art, but still.
Yeah, they do seize rockets combo again.
Drilled flashback in for the lurk up onto the B site. Quick picks and well, one rifle dropped, so not the biggest loss.
Fuck me, man.
But nonetheless, you
really,
see
like,
again, you know,
there's a gap. There's a gap between DRX and DFM. They might start with the same letter, but after that, it just.
As an org, I think about,
there's a big gap between F and an R in the alphabet, you know what I mean?
About all the evolutions that we've seen on it, it's always been kind of the staple map where we're getting some really good victories or we're getting some extremely close regulation losses or wins or overtime wins and everything. Most recently, you know, before the map disappeared, it wasn't looking
Tejo 2 kills solely of util. Yeah, but it's a combo. It's a seize missile combo. The same could be done with rockets, sorry, with paint shots from Raze. So it's like,
own little spin.
They could legit do exactly the same if they would just play a Raze there, right? But the difference is that Tejo has fucking all the parts of the kit that are just so fucking good. It's insane. He's just so flexible.
They need to set themselves up for a lot of these kills. How are you putting May up to succeed?
At least on the defensive side.
And the funny thing is, using paint shells instead of the rockets would probably be more efficient because it's faster and deals more damage faster. Oh my god. I mean, I'm just upset for them.
0 point hitting 3, so they're just going to wait for their flash to come in from Marco, which they do, and now tries to scale into.
My generous friend, I couldn't bet 10k of points on DRX because I was in a generous 10-minute timeout. I felt like I was deadlock ulted for 10 minutes. It's very unfortunate for you.
Right back into Marco for the frag. Art comes in with his faithful Olden, but Spike gets planted
Dude,
nonetheless.
Art is playing a Teho Van Odin. He just wants to be double-hated, no?
The answer is yes. GN dispatches of him, so 2-on-2, spotted by drone.
Huge white step. Hyunmin and Bane to anchor. Up towards the lane. Oh, Hyunmin gets ahead of the game. And it's a low HP Jin,
bro.
so quick answers being found by DRX. The bonus.
Can Teho missiles destroy Cypher traps? Yes, brother. That's one of the main reasons why would you default with Teho in composition, because you can be so efficient destroying any utility from Sentinels.
Maybe a 0 point might stall them in their tracks, but you got to remember, DRX aren't going to respect that. They're still going to have another little contingent play behind that, another layer that we're peeling off this onion to just get in.
Keep it up.
And, well, it looks a little bit too teary for DFM, unfortunately.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
what happens when you try to peel onions back. I need to bring some goggles. Oh god, what am I saying?
Teho alone can kind of make Cypher useless. If you play against a Teho who tries to destroy your Cypher traps, you can try to take them away and then replace them. Like, you will most likely have enough time. But the problem is you have to expose yourself to do that,
The thing is,
right?
DFM needs to be the ones to figure that out. They've got that little 2-1-2 split right now. A bit more information around mid. But as that
I think
look at how DRX
one of the things, what I would nerf in Teho, right? Apart from the missile changes that I proposed in my video, I'm thinking that the drone should also have the suppression reduced to like 3 or 4 seconds. Dude, Jingbu, what the hell are you doing, man?
And try to figure out the fundamentals.
And that's what this meta is, especially.
May didn't even activate his dash. Did you guys see this?
Freeing a bit more support. Watches towards the back right now, and that's the spike planted. Just Gen left in the round.
Spike planted.
What the hell's going on, man?
You know, it would be interesting for me, and I'm sure a lot of people out there as well.
You could do the same with Deadlock if only the deployed distance would not be in 40 meters. Well, the recoil is like 20 meters, but the putting it back is 14. That's a problem.
There's a question that I would like answered, but at least currently, it is just DRX.
Yeah. And now I want to see something strong. I want to see something bold from DFM, right?
You have the triple in it.
You got the triple in it. You've got Art with the Armageddon. You know, one of the, I'll call it the faults of this roster is going to be that they can't, you know, do one-ways over at A main, for example, playing on the Astra. Not as good, so you can play that in as a factor. How else are you gathering A main control? You know, are you setting up some pop flashes? Are you prowling? Are you seize trapping with salvos? Those are some options. Takes a couple more, you know, thought processes and combinations to be able to get that happening. This time, however, it looks like for DRX that they want to speed things up towards B.
Will Art's Armageddon come into play then?
I like the delayed arrow. Like, he's going closer to just close the distance a little bit. I like that.
Here comes the sprays from GN though. Takes down Bane, and that's the Armageddon. But from the
Dude,
shadows
what
to
the
avoid all of it, Mako in towards Boathouse.
I'm sorry, guys, but no, DFM is like, they're on some form of hard drugs, really.
5 versus 4.
That ultimate from Teho was just panic ult. That made no difference whatsoever.
Sprays as well. They might have noted flashbacks.
What the hell?
Good timing. You still need to initiate these fights into the site itself.
You just save it for retaking. I don't get it, man.
Flash, allowing for Gen to sneak in, but freeing alongside Mako, playing a little bit of an anti-flash position. They are able to swing out.
Okay, well, they got it. Again, just got 2 kills and just got it done, but dude.
It's gonna be the cleanup crew, Art, being able to pick up a round for DFM.
Good flash as well in there from Akame to set his team up for the actual site take, but some good patience from DFM, right? Early on, dispatching of Bane, so it's the 5 versus 4 advantage, and yeah, you use the...
Is DFM a newer team? No, they're actually like a legacy team. But they were never very good. Any good. It's kind of sad because I feel like they're just like Zeta. They're like a team that I think they should be better, but somehow
One of the biggest things
I don't know what's the problem.
look like for DFM with this sort of
I really don't know.
A lot of utility that they can get in, you know, information, removal of abilities. Though this time, here we go, a technical one way, if you want to call it, with this this Astra smoke. So it does work, but it's not refreshable. Is the point that I was trying to make it about earlier on, likewise of an Omen, right? So you use that one way, and if it's disrespected and they get in front of it, well, that's a star gone.
And now down to just 2 stars remaining, 1 in the pocket.
do have the Cosmic Divide, though, for GN. So if you want to go for another retake scenario, you can cut a site in half, or more favorably, give yourself some pockets to try and jump in and play around.
But look at DRX Komodo. Happy to bait these utilities.
So for a second, I need to answer my friend.
Working their way across to dissect the site. So cutting noise, back into A.
I like the idea as well that DFM are playing very close to this choke, expecting any contact plays or any Armageddons to the back of the site. They will dodge them all.
That's fair. They haven't spotted anything else across the map, but here comes DRX with their own execute.
Oh, that's
left
gorgeous.
unchecked. A bit of a triple spin, and that's going to be GN down to the final one around mid. Flashback has been on the lurk, so it's a great pickup by DFM.
Yeah, I really like
Let me watch this again.
Cutting noise, back into A.
I like the idea of the site. They will dodge them all.
That's fair. They haven't
I think they actually did this bad smoke on purpose or adjusted to the bad smoke, which is smart. Which is smart. This is smart.
And get some good spray transfers there.
Exactly what needed, and just as clean.
Not phased too much though at the moment. DRX.
Hermes fond of that sometimes, you know.
Very straight-faced.
Leaving it to the players to figure it out on their own, especially 100%. On a map.
Why did they make Tahoe drone almost invisible? Makes Sova's drone look so useless. Sova's drone is just overnerfed.
Haven't seen too much, but that definitely is.
DRX did not use that smoke to their advantage. That's for sure. An arrow would have destroyed those people, by the way. A one arrow that just pops destroys both of those defenders.
With a lot of this, you know, utility that the initiators will provide. Just asking GN when you need your smokes, when you need your sucks or fake smokes, you know. All
they have a pop flash setup here on contact. No? Wait, no, KO is very far away.
Okay. Very defensive from DFM, but here it comes. A bit of a pinch, and they all peek out.
That was very weird. That was very weird.
DRX to sneak into the A side until that is. May swings out with the op. GN now
nice stun.
With a
Alright, suddenly DFM's looking like they actually have some guts in them. They had some good crossfires, reactionary type of plays. They were not maybe super duper good, but they actually looked okay. Okay, we might actually have a game on our hand over here because it's Ascent defense and DFM suddenly starts to wake up.
Phenomenally in front. It was kind of ridiculous from earlier, but yeah, a well-coordinated round from DFM again, honestly. Starting to find out a little bit of what is working for them, bit of patient play. I like the trap play that they have set up in mid as well, behind that dark cover, right? A little lob of the flash drive, swinging together as a unit, 3 of them to crunch on it.
Ooh. And now a different look as well. We've had, you know, early aiming presence out from DFM, this time a little bit more in towards B again. DRX, meanwhile, needing to find more information before they crack things open.
Gonna have to contend with 2 pretty damaging ultimates on DRX's side here, though. Armageddon and Hunter's Fury, which you could technically cancel depending where.
It's fine. 4 on attack is already okay. Well, I think like DRX needs to be aiming at 6.
Once again, information, hence
even like specifically against weaker team like a DFM, you need to get more than 4.
Playing 2 in towards B main, forward line. DFM watching mid.
Just like a test, you know.
Not giving DRX anything, Komodo.
This is good.
Okay, Prowler.
That's actually some Prowler timing where Jinbong still has to be extremely careful that it's just not being dodged, and now that drone kind of gives you all that information. Sees in, no combination of utility behind it, but it's timing.
That C's would have been lethal, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Could be deadly, could be lethal. Still, though, it's quite a bit baited out now, and the timer continues to tick down.
Yeah, that was Mako was way ahead.
That entryway into the A site.
That like he could have had teammates next to him if he just waited 2 seconds.
As well.
That is definitely a little bit iffy.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they start to speed things up later on in. GN caught by the ult though.
Less utility at Swell, but still, yeah.
Seems like a good map for Tahoe, no?
Are being kept honest. Jinbong now trying to rotate over, spotted out by Flashback. The lurk becomes effective. You've got the null command, but will it help too much? You got to break down the door. You've got to find a little bit more headway into the site, and a lot of these angles are being locked off.
And look what Flashback's doing, but May's reading him.
Oh, May able to eliminate the lurk. Makes things a little bit possible, but the spike timer's still ticking away. May dashes in, has the blades out, and he's looking for the updraft in towards a sick kill player. The next one found, and that's going to be a comment happening to help out as well.
Good shots.
a very successful one back against DRX.
Yeah, and DRX have to recognize now that the slower plays are not really working too much for them in the early game, even to the mid game of these rounds. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some sort of adjustment for a little bit of a faster play, for at least to try and get an opening frag.
Maybe a little bit. Having, 4 successful rounds now in a row. But definitely both
Thank God
sides.
Jet has no utility to help get kills, you know?
Retakes a little bit more successful for DFM now. Oh, and then the timeout.
There you go, the first one of the series as well, called by DRX. Not seeing one by DFM after the 4 rounds in a row to start off the map too early. Let the team have some ideas first, and their ideas were quite successful, right? So this is, I don't know if I would call it worrying for DRX, but there's enough concern that we need some coach intervention.
Definitely a lot more so. I mean, especially when you consider the fact that a lot of it is just DFM concealing everything. They're keeping themselves in positions where DRX are slowly, carefully making their way across the map. Back then, it was a bit of that B main pressure before they collated everything into the A site. But DFM has answers in the form of these retakes. It was just a null command spent.
And it's interesting, right? Because so far we've seen some really good attacking sides from DRX on like Haven and then Lotus and even on Icebox for that matter. So, if we're still seeing some really good attacking sides for them on Ascent, well, that's just another map that you're going to have to really look to counter them. And well, you want to see how far forward they're going to be able to get right now, right? So timeout's done.
That's who DRX are, the Titans of Pacific. The winners from the kickoff. But here comes DFM.
Oh my God. Oh, that's unlucky.
Comes in handy.
He has a Phantom there, he kills 2.
Just Hyunmin, alongside a couple more teammates.
Oh, they didn't get almost any damage by that, by the way.
In control as well. So there's now 3 potential angles that you're going to get retaken from.
At least the door is shut, and they do have spawn smoked off. Now looking to find some aggression back in to clear out B main. It's the Blades though. So Hyunmin, unfortunately not too successful. Akame able to find a couple more.
1v4. Would have seen Mako do crazier shit.
The drone as well. And he dances back and forth, but Akame.
But we got a little bit unlucky in this round, I'm not gonna lie. It was well read. It was actually well read on what DFM is gonna do, but we just didn't get that double kill there.
But after the timeout, well, let's just change up our game plan completely and make DRS guess, right? Catch them unawares, and it's kind of what happens. B main aggression, getting 2 opening kills, forcing them to adjust a little bit.
Oh, he had a bulldog. He had a bulldog. He has a Phantom there. He gets 2 or 3, man.
Credit to Akame. Those are some absolutely sinister shots to come out.
Yeah, very well-deserved celebration. Oh my God, indeed. Off of a timeout like that, I mean, that's exactly the kind of round you need to throw a wrench in DRX's plans.
Yeah.
Not just that, a bit of a swing round as well. I mean, DRX's economy now down in the dumps.
Yep.
3 Stingers, 2 Sheriffs.
Ooh, this is ambitious.
From DRX.
Okay, that's a full retake on A. Full retake on A. Wait, how did Flashback die?
Though without Flashback.
What the hell?
Okay. At least he still has.
Did he have an operator? No.
The economy. All locked out.
Oh, Stinger long range? I thought that doesn't work.
Though as well to keep them locked into place.
My Stinger doesn't do that.
Oh, and here comes the Odin spam. Arts Gen as well with the shorties. The only one left on the other end. Bane silenced out by Akame.
Oh, dude, you have to laugh at that. Guy goes in with an Odin and just spams everything. It's so funny.
Nerf it too. Made it slower. Something, I don't know.
That's so funny, man.
On the lead, 6 rounds. Their map pick of choice. Good resurgency after the 0-4 start. Here we go. Odin go Burr. Not even seeing the opponent. Not even seeing the opponents. I'm used to seeing that happen through the B main wall that we stopped happening with metal plates.
It's on the A site now. Who needs vision when you've got bullets?
No, we need some strikes. That's what we need from DRX.
Yeah, I haven't quite seen a full side, a clean side execute so far.
B main control again by the Prowler, commanding a bit of respect. Trying to see if Hyunmin can get on this line. You're a judge though. I do not want to be holding an operator going against a judge. That is not a duel that you're going to be winning.
Salvos as well.
Yeah, buy space, make him have to fully re-clear out towards main. Though
if that happens to Tense, he's gonna say another 2-3 paragraphs of words of complaint.
Territory at the moment.
I don't know, man. Tense is just like the most emotional player I have ever witnessed, man.
That's what those Prowlers are for. Jinbung now confirming information, but he gets punished by Hyunmin.
Yeah,
Jinbung died
a lot on these jump spots.
20 times first.
Hyunmin,
Somehow
anticipated as well. Now anticipating the next possible angle, but
aww.
cleared by Akame.
Why are we solo picking? We had 3 players there. Oh, we're throwing rounds now.
DRX just scrambling.
Ooh, there might be a little bit of timing.
Okay, they over-rotated, got baited into the aggressive defaults controlling the entire map. Okay, that is thrown by DFM, thank God.
3 versus 2. Art's footsteps, I mean, he was running. I don't think it would have been heard from Bane, but it doesn't matter if he just keeps his crosshair aligned on the right spot. There it is, Quack. DRX are finally making it work.
Positions which DFM, unfortunately, just weren't quite aware to check. Still a little bit too focused in towards, pizza market. Jin now trying to start things off, but as the smoke
okay, let's go. We should have not won that round, by the way.
Quick on the draw.
Quick on it in a 3 versus 1. Shouldn't be dropping them when you do figure out where he's coming from. So
no, I don't understand the rotation as well, Papito. I'll be very honest with you. Why DFM would have started rotating there for no reason, I don't know. But it actually won us the round, so thank you.
It's going to be on the next half. We've got a lot of initiator ability for DFM, where when you're thinking about them coming out with a composition like this, they're going to be going onto the attacking side soon. Oh. They're gonna have all of these drills and different options with all of this initiator util. Last round though of the half, and DFM still structuring out for kind of the same positions around the map. Fade, versus B site.
That's what you have with the triple initiator, so a lot of information, but here comes Armageddon as well as Nightfall. A lot of it all dumped into this one B main position where DRX are able to fire back against DFM. The site has been cracked open.
Yeah, they just obliterated 3 very rapidly.
I'm actually kind of happy I'm not writing a summary of this match because it's
Oh my. Sure, you've got
I don't know, man.
A full kit, but
DFM is just
they're all alone.
Yeah. I mean,
how do I say that? I really think that DFM, this team of DFM is not VCT material.
Armageddon confirms that he isn't quite there though. But look at DRX across.
There's barely
check in towards spawn, and there it is.
Anything that resembles like a pro level game.
DRX will tie up the score at the end of the first
you know what I mean?
Yeah, taking away 2 at the end there, make it.
The players themselves, only May looks like he is at the pro level. But other players are just looking out of place.
Oh my god.
For DFM.
And the fundamentals are nowhere there. It's like people, there are teams that have terrible fundamentals, but they have the personal skill level that it makes it not that visible, unless you really look for it, right? But they can win matches because they just shoot heads.
This is something that DRX, I dare say, would not be expecting to come in towards this series. So there's going to be a lot of adjustments that they have to try and figure out.
Hey, fair enough. They were successful in adjusting in this first half after all. We'll see how that works out on the defense, where they definitely do need to do a lot more of that. But so far, I mean, some successful moments from the likes of Hyunmin.
Yep. I mean, it's kind of what I said in the when Lotus ended, right, as well. Hyunmin had a little bit of a quieter map there, but his team was certainly firing, right? Sometimes you just get bottled up a little bit, you don't need to do anything, and your time can come a little bit later, right? This game of Valorant is a team game.
Guys.
Sometimes you can rely on your teammates to do something good. Sometimes, you can sit back and just relax.
Wait, fuck.
Right now, though, I don't think anyone's relaxing in towards the server because of how tight this actually is, and the scoreboard doesn't
Jet,
really give it justice,
or
right?
even Waylay is right there. Why the fuck would you go for a single Euro, guys?
We're finding a lot of these different adjustments and opening kills,
Coach,
converting into some wins.
Waylay.
I am keen to see, though, really, how DFM are going to structure this triple in it.
At least for now, a 1-4 split. Closer towards A main.
It's like one sentence, you already know that this person doesn't know what is he talking about.
Well, 0 points going in, standard, and I'll get rid of Marco's abilities. He does get the dark cover out.
Wait, was he tagged?
So
Yeah, he was. Okay.
By a little bit of time, you can ask for some assistance if they need as well. Of course, they are running this Vice, so as long as Flashback is kept alive over at this B site and doesn't lose it.
Anyone who tells you that Waylay is a valid option
there, but
for a composition is out of his mind.
Let's go towards B.
There's only one reason to play Waylay. You want to play 2 Jets in the game? Well, then you need to kind of choose Waylay. You know? By the way, another wall that I think could have been much better. And this is ours. Like, man, I really dislike that wall. You guys remember the wall that you can actually see it in the guide that I made. In the Vice Ascent guide.
Tries to buy as much time as possible. DRX, the rest of them now, trying to pull some attention in towards door while Bane sets up for a bit of a flank. Coming back in, Jinbo will find Bane. Now down.
Dude, 2 kills for Flashback, that's nuts.
Reloads.
3!
Finds Gen.
Let's go!
Just Dart left alive. Takes down Hyunmin and picks up the Sheriff. Needs more targets, needs more space.
Oh yeah, good luck. 10 seconds. Let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go. Yeah, this is good. GG. And the player in CT doesn't have to do anything. Yep.
Time gone.
Nice. Well played.
In the dirt, and that's going to be DRX finding their way into success on the pistol round.
Flashback has done numbers around that B site there by himself, because that's not even playing on the back of any utility, by the way. That's just a classic and control. Good right clicks, good left clicks. I mean, the one on towards May, yeah, looks a little bit awkward, but the fact that he's just buying so much time and getting 3 kills there really sets up the team quite nicely, and I'm impressed by the
G2 says so. Waylay and KO for your invaders.com, bro. G2 they just don't show what they would normally play, man. If they go to an international or champs, they don't play Waylay. They will just play Yoru. They just don't want to play. If I'm G2, I can play whatever, and I know that I'm gonna win Americas without fucking trying. The gap between G2 and every other Americas team is so big, you can play with 5 Reinas there and win. They specifically, in my opinion, they specifically don't show what they would normally play.
There was a bit of an arc rose flash in towards the B main
That's it.
area as well, so it's a lot of information for DRX.
I would have done that, and I'm not a fan of sandbagging. I'm not a fan of sandbagging strats, but I think G2 is in a position when they should, when it's actually reasonable for G2 to hide strats during normal season because they don't risk anything, man.
The door being broken apart.
Yeah, they'd be vulnerable if they tried.
So it's down to just Akame and May. Bit of a flash.
They couldn't play. No, wait, what?
Buy time for the plant. May still keeping his crosshairs zoomed in. Ooh! Hyunmin in with a frag. Akame looking for the flick, but Hyunmin!
Should have had that. Waylay's better, no?
It's going to be DRX finding yet another round.
Yeah, he's getting his individual values showing on this one now.
There should be arguments for Waylay, otherwise the teams wouldn't play it. Okay, tell me, what is your argument for playing Waylay? What is the argument?
Pistols, these deeper pistols, they shouldn't get the round because you never really know.
Convince me. Convince me. Why would any team that plays the Waylay, apart from G2, because I already said why G2 is playing Waylay, why the other teams are playing Waylay?
This is something we were kind of missing though, right? Last week, it was the kind of the question like, where's May?
Here he is.
Oh, he's back now.
It's good more if DRX can let that tower alive. If that tower would be alive, then he would have planted and got the cash for the team and the orb, and he would have not been paid with the save.
Classic play.
That would not pay the save tax.
Flashback in for a bit of a burst, but still DFM able to hold back.
Yeah.
They find shots against DRX, and now Mako needing to retrieve weapons.
Yeah, but you forced out a little bit of this early re-clear utility from DFM as well to, try and make it a winnable scenario.
I saw Heretics play Waylay, so I thought there's something they see in the character. So you just assume that a pro team knows what they're doing without thinking
And that's where
yourself.
Credit to
Okay.
DFM for being able to react in kind.
Lovely conversation.
Absolutely. And now it comes down to what your initiative is for the rest of the round, right? Are you looking for any orbs before dying? You're looking to just hold all your weaponry as DFM? I mean, they certainly would like to, but are they aware of the fact that freeing has top mid? Yes, yes they are.
Good job, Akame. So now just a Mako holding up around spawn, around B, where, the Odin gets spotted out. Mako back in towards the site, and that's when Jinbong will find the trade-off of a little bit of contact.
Yeah, still keeping it quite tight in the map now in terms of the score line. Again, just forget that we had a lot of rounds in consecutive flow on the first half. This is where we'll
I don't defend playing Waylay, but okay, no problem. I love your streams. No, look, you're saying there should be arguments for Waylay, otherwise teams wouldn't play it. You say something like that, but you don't have an argument yourself. At least try to find one, like an exercise.
Will it be expected? I mean,
right now, just try to find a reason. And if you go, oh, I found one, you share it here. I'm not gonna call you stupid for saying an argument. If you find one, I'll have a conversation with you. But if you say something like that and then it turns out that you didn't even give it a thought, you just assume that the pro teams know what they're doing. It's the same like with all the bullshit that I was always analyzing with like pro teams playing incredibly terrible smokes, incredibly terrible Viper walls. It's like always the same stuff.
Seized, but unfortunately DFM not going to be able to capitalize upon that. They're going to start to make their rotations toward this A site where you do have flashbacks set up because nobody
teams take Waylay right now for its surprise value, I guess, and experimentation. Is it mid?
That's going to be quite the problem, isn't it?
But it's just a bad jet, so where's the surprise? You know what I mean? But that's probably the most logical argument. They just do it because it's new and they see how it plays out. But if you would actually put a lot of thought into it, then you would see it's actually kind of garbage. Oh my god, freeing, Jesus. And that's down at the end.
Yep. Freeing finds him as well. And that's flashback.
Flawless to come through from DRX. I mean,
I've watched G2 match and there's nothing Waylay can do that Jet can do better. Waylay ult had 0 impact, Waylay dash worse than Jet dash. Also one hindered dash combo in the market. That was interesting, but that's about it. Correct.
The Vice utility, is going to be important around this A side is because DFM didn't go too far forward in towards B main. They didn't bait out any of the
Jogamo said Waylay's better Jet, dive, agent and coordinated play. He's trolling. I can guarantee you he's trolling. That's not his actual opinion.
That's what it is. They kind of showed their hand a little bit way too early. So DRX able to read all of it. Now same setup again. Op and Hen as well. Fired off a shot down mid. Ooh.
Yeah, setting yourselves up for an A lean yet again.
Thank you, Cinco, for changing the Shrek.
This time, but you've got that sheer wall in your face.
That's it, and it's going to be so hard to bait that out. Flashback finds Akame to start off.
And that's a spray through the smoke as well. Now look at this entire pinch down in towards tree.
Ay, caramba.
Stinger spray.
Oh, fuck me. Wait, why are we ulting against a lower buy? Never mind, they have like 2 guns, okay.
Oh, he slipped the Wicked Ear.
Is flashback aware?
Oh,
unfortunately, the shot's not quite connecting, so flashback able to spin back around, but Gen.
Good attacking smoke though. Decent attacking smoke. I like that.
In with the op as well. That's the barrel spotted. That's the round. DRX.
He gaslight out pro teams to pick Waylay for easy wins? Kinda. Look, before Vice was... I'll tell you this. Before Vice was released to the game, I understand why teams would try out Deadlock. I would like, she is unique agent. No one else does what she does exactly, right? So when I saw all those pro teams use Deadlock, I didn't agree with it. I think she was garbage, and she still is. But I understood where they were coming from. They tried to use her in her specific way. It's just garbage. But they tried, right? Right now, choosing Deadlock makes no sense. If there's Vice, you can achieve the same stuff with Vice, essentially, right? You can do very similar combos with Vice, Thorns, and whatever damaging utility to ensure that you can get that similar stuff, you know? And Waylay is like 10 times worse at what she does than Jet. So why on earth would you even try? You know?
You need to really dig deep and deliver something huge here for DFM to get back in towards this one. When they've got no smokes either, you want to play on some sneaky traps, and that's what they attempt to do over at that lane, but Bane's able to just dodge it.
And that's where, you know, you got triple initiator. Yes, you've got a lot of utility. But it's not going to amount to too much.
Yeah, there's the info though. That info is crucial for the next couple of seconds. You can't spam the wall, of course, on the back of it, but you know that there's a bit of a trap play around here. That's nice.
Okay. And even with all that information, Flashback comes in to bolster the support around the site.
Yeah, you got to save. This round is done. This round is essentially done when those first kills came out because you've lost your smokes. Like,
even with the save though, gotta be careful.
Yeah, you lose your smokes as GN. There's not really an avenue back in towards the B side as well when you've already got numbers. You know,
can't lie, DFM looks like fools in this game. Yeah, as I said, it's a ocean gap
You know what I like to see come out
between DRX and DFM.
Timeout pretty soon.
Yep, I think DFM need to have a
Hello, Gardner.
chit chat.
Well, before they can even get to that, can they hold on to their guns? The spike.
One.
Planks onto the ground. Jinbo. Oh.
All right, you hold one.
Okay, okay.
The funny is the best duelist can go with Waylay is Yoru, but Waylay ult slows Yoru when he's on ult too. The point is fuck. What? No. Yoru doesn't get slowed down if he's in the ultimate.
I mean, there was an importance on having those two guns, you know.
But the funny thing is the Yoru TP gets slowed down. Oh shit, I didn't welcome the subs. I'm so sorry. Oh, my bad. No rolls. I might get signed merch from Buzz and Karen. No, I only need to rub Mako's gold belly. What? Thank you for the 43 months. Welcome back, buddy. Thanks so much for the continuous support. And we had our sub by Dark Eater.
Trying to cook up something.
Dark Eater, thank you so much for the 30 months. That was an hour ago. I completely forgot. I'm so sorry, Dark Eater. I hope you're still in the chat. Thank you for the 30 months and holla back after an hour. Welcome back, buddy. Thanks so much for the continuous support.
When you're running an Astra, because you see the stars on the floor, you know, when the barriers are about to go down. So you can have a quick little read as DRX, right? If they have Bane at the right spot, a good dart on one of these back of the walls, you know, anyone coming out into the site is revealed. You've really only got May, who can be a little bit sufficient into his own cloudburst where he won't get revealed. It's just quite difficult, you know. Are you trying to Cosmic Divide here, combine it with the Nightfall? Spreading around the map as DFM right now, not really. Playing more of a passive default.
You're absolutely right. DRX could even surprise them as well off of this timeout. They've got a lot of money in the bank. So a round loss wouldn't be the worst in the world, but here comes Hyunmin, happy to go in for a peek.
Oh, he spotted out Akame.
I think Akame might have spotted him out on the map as well, so they're paying a lot of respect. Yeah, warning signs on the map now. But look at Art as well. Will he be able to, you know, pull off something sneaky? Maybe not yet. The team's still trying to scuttle around B main.
I mean, as long as Marco is good with these refreshing smokes, he can buy some time, at least enough for, I was going to say Hyunmin to get a shot if anyone peeks out of main. There's more information again on that dart. Bane has been so good for these.
Oh!
But at least Art will be able to alleviate some of that pressure. The op has been deleted. I think Main was kind of sussing around the edge of the smoke as well. Hasn't found any traps or sheer walls, so this could be,
Do you rotate to the A side on the back of that, though? You don't. You leave Art to his own devices, and you
They didn't pop the wall, so it's like A can be just held by one player.
Maybe you do just have the Nightfall in and split into the site.
Take the rounds that you can get. So trying to sell a little bit more in towards the A side. It's going to be a bit of an Armageddon out from Freeing. Nothing found. And here comes May into the site.
That's rough to stop.
Cosmic divided up as well. Bane has been sussed out. Mako snuffed out as well.
Patience working a treat for DFM. As I said, leaving Art to his own devices.
I would just fall back. I would not attempt at retaking this. Art is too away from an ultimate, so I would just try not to die to Art. So I would just save now. But Freeing is just out in the open completely. So is he going for exit kills? Might be. It's such a weird round.
Flashback on the other hand, just
he's gonna go now in the main, right? Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah, get the operator back in for Hyunmin in the next round.
exits around B main would be great.
Oh, they know Freeing's in main from the 0 point. He's stuck.
Oh, but is he really, or are you stuck in there with him?
Oh my god.
Look at that! What a dink! Salvo's off as well, and then looks for the.
Wait, did he get the ultimate as well? Freeing, I mean.
Will be able to keep him honest. So not too bad of a round for DFM.
Not too bad, but losing those guns at the end there, I mean, they will have a small effect coming in.
No,
this
no,
next
he just
round.
used the
Light
one.
shields, I think I saw a tail glimpse of a regen shield as well, so you do have to consider what Freeing has just provided you for this next round if it wasn't the round in the previous just then. Some good ideas from DFM, right? I think just recognizing the fact that after Arc gets that first kill, that they can really play on the patient side of things.
I mean, DFM are happy to play patient, but sometimes you can bite them in the back as well. If DRX play the same game, up, back in.
Takes a while for those salvos to meet in towards main. So do you have an idea that Art is lurking a little bit again? Drone not going to spot anything directly. Now Drone at the same time though to put Hyunmin on the line and find Mei, who has been such a crucial player to have to get in towards these sites.
So with Mei gone, you've lost a little bit of that dive factor. 0 point now as well.
Well, not a little of the dive factor, your only dive factor.
Yeah. I was trying to be kind. But you know what? At least DFM still with the 4 players looking for any possible picks.
You have to go towards B though. You have to stretch in through mid. You've still got the Vice utility over at A where that wall just gives you all the information. Marco spotted out, dealing with that drone, but Hyunmin on the line again is just good for another one.
DRX knows exactly that as well,
how this is happening so often. The lone player somehow dies first. It makes no sense. You know what I mean?
Mako already in position to play around as well.
Like those players should be reliant on the main force of the team going for a different path.
Still, you got to contend with 2 players on this B site.
At least no utility might help them out a little bit, but still this up. Look at Hyunmin. Re-peeks back in, but not quite
that's rough.
the right position.
Yeah.
Swap over to the shorty,
It's a
but still
2v2 over here.
Around. Can't quite pick up the fallen team.
Okay, yeah, good luck.
Here comes the flash from Mako. Flashback as well, and it's gonna be the round for DRX.
It's rough to watch, I'll be honest. I'll be very honest with you guys.
Yeah, they've brought a little bit of stability now, haven't they? Pushed around second round,
no?
Losing the bonus.
Am I the only one feeling that way?
I say clean, there's been some shakes, but all in all, pretty good for them. Feels like a couple of these ideas on the side of DFM are a little bit flat. You know, you've got a lot of need on Mei to be able to open up some space. And yeah, the triple initiator can clear a lot with the utility as well, right? But that's in a perfect world. That's in a world where DRX are kind of letting you just drop all of that utility, and we are not really seeing that.
No, we're not. We're in, well, reality.
Yeah, and now you actually contend with Flashback's utility if you want to try and bait out the shear wall. You've then got the thorns, you've already got repositions where you can layer that with some
And it's like they just put a player into wine, but there's still a wall in front of them, and the thorns, and look at the position that we have. We're controlling everything here, we're controlling still everything here. Like, that's it? Like, what space do the attackers have? They have 0. They have 0 space, man.
I think.
And now the default B player doesn't really do anything, so he's repositioned with a Marshall to hold mid, right? So this player goes here, so now they're gonna crunch into A where Device is, and they didn't do anything to actually destroy anything. And how do you go with ultimate? What the
Flashback is stuck. But yeah,
what?
Flashback.
Oh my god!
Able to keep himself alive. Here comes a bit of pinch out from Jinbung though, looking for their frags, but oh, crouched right underneath. Bane will be able to put him down into the ground.
Jesus Christ, man.
Well. Now they finally pop the shear, but they can't even get in.
They used the ult from there and didn't move an inch.
And it's just Mei. 4 targets right up in front, but he cannot find anything. Whereas DRX have taken
didn't clear anything.
The final
didn't clear a single trap, nothing.
13-8. It's a 2-0 at the end of the series.
Very well played from DRX coming in towards this one. Their own map pick of Lotus looking absolutely infallible. They're not tripping over their feet whatsoever. And over in Ascent, I mean, the start looks good for them as well.
I'm telling you, DRX are good, but DFM are so garbage.
All right, we're starting to see something here. We've gotten a lot of
I like DFM, man. I really like DFM as a team, but the team itself is just.
But at the end of the day,
bro, it's just.
They go on their attacking side.
It's not pro level. It's just not.
In it, single smoke, single duelists might not be the recipe that they thought they were after.
Yeah, it definitely puts them into a tough spot where they need so many factors. They need the stars to align in order to find these rounds, right? But when DRX recognizes that, DRX are able to deny these factors from coming online. They take down Mei, they take down Gen. Those smokes and everything are gone, and it's just these it's left alive.
Yeah, so far we're seeing our two international represents over at the previous Masters topping out the groups. Of course, T1 currently on that 2-0, DRX on the 2-0, so they're looking pretty good. Again, you got to remember getting.
To be fair, shit comp from DFM too. Yeah, but the comp has nothing to do with this.
For a couple of these teams, but I think for a lot of the other teams as well, it really is just getting back to the.
The composition is just like doesn't matter here.
Even for playoffs as well, but well, for now we have.
If Mei can do something, they can win. If Mei can do shit, they will lose over and over.
Victory interview with Gen.
It's. But it's like there's no fundamental. I'm not even talking about fundamental skills. I'm legit talking about a literal fundament. There's no base level for DFM.
Hey guys,
That's the main problem.
DRX still undefeated in Pacific. Now, here's Spring to talk about today's match. And I feel like, DRX, you guys have a good momentum going on, and I feel like anyone can't really, there's no one that can really intimidate you guys in stage 1. Any thoughts about that? 무패 행진이 이어지고 있거든요. 연승 가도를 쭉쭉 달리고 있어요. 연초부터. 이제는 뭐 어떤 팀이 와도 질 자신이 없을 것 같은데 어떠신가요?
사실 질 자신이 없다라기보다는 그냥 저희가 좀 확실히 이 대회 경기 날마다 퍼포먼스가 좋으면은, 그러니까 확실히 좋으면은 질 자신이 없다인 것 같습니다. 퍼포먼스가 좋으면.
퍼포먼스가 좋으면? 알겠습니다. Well, yeah, I wouldn't say every match would be a free win for us.
What is this tag? Gen.G human? Just so you know that she's not AI.
On stage, then
what do you mean?
We can take the win. Now, let's start with the changes that you had to go through. I mean, Sentinels, it's your comfort role, but because you had so much success on Taeho, were you a little bit sad that you didn't get to play him much coming into stage 1? 워낙 또 감시자가 익숙한 역할이긴 하지만 태호로 좀 재미 많이 봤잖아요. 이렇게 감시자 역할을 맡게 된 이후에 좀 태호 못하게 돼서 아쉬울 것 같은데 어떠세요?
저는 다 둘 다 재밌고 확실히 감시자도 좀 혼자서 하고 막 그런 챔피언이잖아요. 그래서
Korean players like to hold the microphone with two hands like this, no?
다 둘 다 좋은 것 같습니다.
I would say both are fun, so I don't mind. I mean, Taeho is always fun, but when it comes to playing that sentinel role, you get to play by your side, be the side anchor, and kind of lurk around as well. So they have different interesting aspects when it comes to what kind of fun you can have when you're playing them. So yeah, I don't mind playing any of those roles. Now, should we expect you sticking to the sentinel's role and Flashback kind of going on that flex role, except for, DRX's Taeho map, or what are the roles? What are the talks around the roles? 그러면 이제 역할 배분이 좀 감시자로 픽스가 됐고, 플래시백 선수가 약간 그 타격대와 감시자와 무언가를 왔다 갔다 하는 플렉스 역할, 그리고 태호를 할 때만 프링 선수가 하는 걸로.
네, 맞습니다.
네, 여기에 대해서 좀 자세히 얘기해 주실 수 있나요?
일단 태호를 잘 쓰는 거는 저희 팀에 일단 제가 숙련도가 제일 좋기 때문에 일단 태호를 쓰는 맵은 무조건 제가 쓸 수밖에 없고, 그래도 저희가 투엔트리 플래시백 선수가 엔트리가 되기 때문에 투엔트리 했을 때 감시자가 저도 옛날에 감시자를 했기 때문에 제가 이렇게 되는 것 같습니다.
알겠습니다. Well, yeah, I mean, when it comes to our Taeho maps, I'm the best Taeho player on the team, so I take over that role. But Flashback can definitely take part in that double duelist comp, so he swaps over to the duelist. So we switch back and forth, but I would say it's mostly we are permafixed on that Sentinels, plus Flashback on that flex role, except for when we play the Taeho on some maps. Now, lastly, we see you guys swapping agents, one or two, making constant changes. And most teams, when it comes to those comp changes, it's all about, why fix something when it's not broken? But it's a different story for you guys. So why the change? I mean, let's talk about the Cypher Viper swap on the Lotus as well. Why the change? Did you not like something about your last Lotus, even though you won? Or is this kind of to keep the players be more flexible, or, you know, catch someone off guard? I mean, there's got to be like multiple reasons as to why you guys keep bringing this comp. I mean, even it might
What's the plan after the rope up? Oh, we'll play some ranked.
To add some more tools in your arsenal.
Why did the Euro guy disappear from the chat?
요원 하나 두 개씩 계속해서 바꾸는 모습이 보여요. 로토스도 이겼는데 사이퍼를 바이스로 바꾸기도 했잖아요. 뭔가 1차원적으로 생각하면 마음에 들지 않은 부분, 부족한 부분이 있어서 바꿨다고 생각할 수도 있지만 더 깊이 생각을 해보면 혹시 상대를 카운터하려고 했었나? 아니면 또 뭔가 터미 감독님께서 더 많은 조합들을 시험해보고 좀 준비해두고 싶으신 건가? 여러 가지 이유가 있다는 생각이 들거든요. 어떤 이유일까요?
진짜 별 딱히 이유 없고요. 그냥 그 맵에서 좋은 캐릭터를 쓴 것 같습니다.
메타를 조금 더 자세하게 파악하고 대처하기 위해서. 알겠습니다. No, we don't actually read too much into our comp changes. We just use whatever's better in the current meta, and that's it. Well, Fring, congratulations on today's win, and we'll see you next week.
감사합니다.
네, 이렇게 해서 프링 선수 만나봤습니다. 저희는 여기서 인사드리도록 할게요. Good night, everybody. Come back tomorrow.
Thank you for the interview, Fring. Let's go DRX to 0. No, but
DRX continue to win. They just love winning. It's a good year for winning for
Paper X is not gonna make it, no? Guys.
Fring is just like, I'm the best tail on my team, duh.
Paper X is not gonna make it, bro.
Let's tail on his team. Let's tail in the world. Huh?
Who they play against next time?
Straight back to it on the Teo. Comfy map from DRX. You gotta love it. Flashback even looked good on the Vice as well. So nice to see a lot of fluidity with these guys.
Boom Esports next on Sunday. I'm not gonna watch it, but I'm gonna be looking for it, like to see how it goes.
Swap that up. It does give them a little bit of a different look, a little bit of a different approach. Speaking of different looks, though, DFM triple E no Senti on a.
All right, let's play some shit. Let's play some ranked. We have some time. Oh no, it's weekend. Oh my god. After more than 2k hours on Euro, we finally have a Euro guide. Well, the upside is this Euro guide actually has fucking legs. It's not like I'm making shit up, you know? And it's only the first guide. There's gonna be... It's gonna be more. I will make now a guide for every single map. Like a playbook style, you know? I watched the whole thing, really nice. Oh, really? Well, thank you. For now, it's not yet public. Like, if you guys would have, like, any notes or, like, you would legit say, oh, wait, there's a fucking mistake here and there, and I would still change it. So for now, it's only available to you guys. Dum dum bum bum. Sub games. We're gonna do sub games on Tuesday and Friday next week. Dum dum dum. Pararam bururum birirurum. Oh, predictions. Yeah, wait. I'll turn them off. Where is it? Predictions. Manage predictions. Where is it? Here we go. Choose outcome. 40% was on DFM. You guys wanted some easy points? Yeah, it was rough, man. I wonder when is the next time I'm gonna get a RR refund for playing against a confirmed cheater. You got it last week? Yeah, but we knew that we played against a cheater. I'm just wondering when is gonna be the next time. Because so far, like, in the past, of course, I never got like a confirmation unless I legit knew, right? Every single time I knew there's a cheater in my team. Like the only times I felt there's a cheater, I knew there's a cheater because I reported and I know from GamerDog that that person was cheating. But I wonder how many times will I get a refund and how often it will be happening when the opponent I didn't suspect of cheating actually cheated. You know what I mean? Right? I would disagree. Ascent composition. If you look at Yoru, he usually directly competes with Jet and I guess Waylay. If you look at non-mirror win rate, Jet does better than Yoru on maps with more verticality like Abyss, and Yoru does better on maps with less verticality like Haven. It's funny that people use stats as an argument in a game where the actual player makes the most impact. You know? It's so funny because in my eyes, you cannot look at the stats from VCT and say, oh, this agent is better because it has a higher win rate. It depends on who fucking plays the agent. You can have someone play Yoru and be an absolute donkey like King Kong, or you can be fucking Jorgemore with a good team behind him and the agent looks fantastic. You know? So yeah, it's like the TMV argument. Oh, stats needs to, yeah, the stats are saying. Oh, let's listen to Ecopraxia. We're actually not sure if you guys know, but Ecopraxia, we actually had the guitarist in our community at some point. He was a viewer when I was playing, I think, TFT. Cheaters in Valorant? No, they're only great players. What do you mean? There's every online game has cheaters. Every single one of them. Oh, Paris baguette. Oh la la. Paris baguette. Oh la la. Jet, Neon, Sova, Breach, Omen. Okay. Bonjour, la la. So I have to adjust my microphone. Stun?
Pick it. It's me. Wait, 50.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have Sky now. Yeah, we have Spike by the way, Sky.
What is this turret?
Maybe.
What the fuck?
No. Bro, jag var alarm mot.
They have jet smoke. Never mind.
One enemy remaining.
No run, Phil. Get the dog.
Wait, don't pick up.
Play on my contact.
Reloading.
Oh! Can we go all C, please?
Yes.
Wait for my clone to have contact.
Flashing backside. I have my health.
He's blinded, bro.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Bro,
Last player standing.
Neon, please don't use the wall when you play against an eco, man. You got flash because you used your wall. Fuck me, man. Alright, let's play default. Unbelievable shit. God damn it, almost had him.
I got a spike.
Bro. Jet C long with a Spectre.
Enemy spotted C. Enemy spotted C. Our spike down. Last player standing.
Oh, no, don't
Spike
do it.
down mid.
Still I had the dash, okay. He got flashed by your Sky, he popped in front of him, not through his wall. Yeah, because he cannot fucking... He would have popped it differently if there would be no wall. But our Neon is too stupid to understand that we don't want to see a wall when they're playing a low buy.
Can we go through again?
I take the orb and ult.
Move guys.
They're close, they're close.
Enemy C.
He's on the way.
4 players baiting. No, not sure if you guys realize that. No on backside. One in the smoke. Why do I have 1 HP Omen? Why do I have 2 people on me and my teammates still are fucking nowhere on site, man?
Yeah, balls, yeah.
Last player standing.
Oh yeah, right, I didn't swap the camera, my bad. There we go. Cove, when we go see, could you please put the smoke here? In this spot?
Whatever you want, bro.
Thanks. So, because we have 4 flashes, we need less space being taken by smokes. So smoke here and smoke here when we go sides.
Here and here.
No,
Double
like
dose
inside.
and here.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, can you dog shock, please?
Yes. has operator, I guess, so careful.
Neon on the right.
Yeah.
Make steps for no reason.
Probably close that.
Careful, you're alone.
Two backside. 120 on Neon.
Fine.
There are 3 I guess. Neon is 1 HP.
Droning B. Epic pen! No!
Sure, this hits.
My PC all tapped.
No, it's back.
Oh my god. That was a fucking... No, 1k for sure. Maybe even fucking double K, man.
Maybe come here to garage. I'm gonna go garage.
Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus. Well, I'm 1 HP.
Walking your window. Fuck, dance through the smoke.
Two backside. 100 on Silva.
Thank you. I'll flash here and peek.
Last player standing. Flawless.
God damn it. Flashing sewers.
Right.
Nice name.
Flashing short.
Please, 55, trade.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I am first contact, bro. You can't make this shit up.
Ah, fuck this shit, man. We have a gun backside.
Side.
Ding, inside.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
I got Spike.
I'll smoke, wait, chill.
Oh no, he's gonna smoke for him, no? Oh, for fuck's sake. What am I watching, man? And the clove smoked for the Sova. Did you see that bug with your flash? The noise? I've watched other streams like 2 weeks ago and his flash didn't pop, it bugged and the wall and disappear. With what? With your flash? No, not really. What a rough match, man. Holy fuck.
I'm blind.
Too close to me. I need smoke.
Blind.
My ult's good.
Come see, come see, come see.
Pause.
Spike down A. Last player standing.
1 HP. Well, minus 142.
Both were A.
Yeah, 40 on you. I got.
I think I'm 50 as well.
One enemy remaining.
Side. Nice your room, man. Clean, bro. I'll play.
Holy fuck, made him look.
Where is he looking, bro?
Alright, fake TP'd. So he looked to the direction of that fake TP.
Yeah, come also with the
Jet pushed up CT. I should have just wait, no? I should have just wait. I should have just wait. I should have just fucking wait.
Can you dog Scott?
I don't have it. But I have flash.
Can anyone clip that ace, by the way, or is it too long?
Oh, no more.
Oh, fucking shit. CT1. This guy.
Last player standing.
Oh my god. Thank you so much, my friend, for the 10 gifted. Welcome back. And thank you so much for the continuous support. Cinco, like, that's insane. Jesus Christ. 201 subs given so far on the channel. Thank you so much for the continuous support, Cinco. And that's for the ace? I need an ace more often. He dodged the flash. That's incredible.
Enemy C.
What's the progress of Hag? 38-44.
Last player standing. Flawless.
Thank you, Flatred Games, for the clip, by the way. Is it all 5 kills? Probably not, no? No, it starts from the... Okay. Probably it's way too long anyway. Yeah. Has to be. Euroguide Pog, thank you K4 for the 5 months. Welcome back, buddy. Thank you much for the continuous support. How are you doing? This is incredible, man.
Breach better.
2 kills exactly the same way.
Oh
One
my
enemy
God,
remaining.
He was double dose. Can be heaven now, can be heaven. City. Droning. I can't watch those people play, man.
I'll smoke him up.
No, don't smoke.
Chill, bro. He has to look good. He has to play everything.
The way that you smoke helps him.
No, it doesn't, bro.
It does. It does.
No, it does not, bro.
All right, let me explain to you. If you put the smoke here, you make him harder. You make it harder for him to actually swing out.
My guy, you can't teach me that, bro.
Okay, if he's already out and you smoke that out, then you deny him the crossfire, because when he goes out, he can go out here without being spotted by the sewer guy.
Looking there, bro.
Oh, for fuck's sake, no.
Yeah, I'm close. So can you flash out long for me, bro?
One short, very short, very short.
Fully blinded, bro.
One heaven.
I have my flash.
Yeah, can we get a smoke here? Can we get a smoke here?
Reloading.
Wait for my flash.
Enemy spotted A. Last player standing.
Neon is trash. That's it.
Switching sides.
Where are they gonna go? Double doors, no? I'm thinking they're gonna go double doors with the neon. I'm gonna go for something that I never do. Okay? I never do this. But this time I will.
Step, eh?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Need that.
Enemy spotted A.
Unlucky.
Enemy spotted A. Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Alright. Good job, team.
Spike spotted A.
I feel like every pistol round on Haven is always A side, and when I go to A, they go C. It's always like that.
Them and play C and double door, guys. Low, back, low.
Clove plays the Phantom. Oh, that Phantom is gonna kill us.
Sounds double door.
Now they go double doors. This is great stuff.
Enemy spotted mid.
Spike.
Spike down C. Enemy spotted mid. Spike C.
I was worried someone went through sewers. Oh, that's a Phantom. This Clove
One enemy remaining.
is just gonna piss me off so much. I'm alone fucking A, and I have to hold fucking B because our fucking Clove just dies with a Phantom there.
Yeah,
Well, they have the Phantom from Clove, so unlucky.
Enemy spotted C. Last player standing. Gun here.
Bro, listen, I was watching the minimap and I see everyone going like 1v1 against them.
We're not going one by one. Like I am alone playing A, but we have 3 players on C, then suddenly 1 player on B dies, I have to guard the gun, so I'm getting lurked by the player from A.
Listen, we're 3v2. This guy goes B, he pushes while he said he has a phantom. Well, we're still all doing this back in C.
Pushing A. Updrafted, dashed.
Reloading.
How the fuck do you have a phantom? Oh no, he didn't give it. Yeah.
I don't have any.
Spike planted.
Java's close.
Flashing. Ah, 1 graffiti, 1 default.
Last player standing.
Empirically speaking, do you observe toxicity teammate quality difference when you play outside your standard hours? Yeah, it's actually worse. It's actually worse than normal. Hello, Lace. How are you doing? Pushing A. Planting.
Spike planted.
Oh, that's fucking unfortunate, I guess. Just came back from dinner, so DRX to 0, yes.
Long.
My ult is ready.
Neon is 1 HP.
Spike down A.
Please call me when I'm gonna stop getting flashed by my own fucking teammates.
1 enemy remaining. Last player standing.
It's incredible, man. Not A.
C, sound C. Close, close, close.
One enemy remaining.
Lost it in smoke. Nice.
Funniest thing is that Omen had an ultimate, so if you would have gotten out, he would have probably TP'd into A, and I would have the retake, and there was a chance we would have lost that. I don't think MIBR can actually beat G2, but mechanically speaking, they have incredible talent. Just not sure they can level up the macro for game fast enough. Are they playing today against each other? No, they played today already. No, G2 won. Am I stupid?
Reloading.
Sounds B, I guess. Double door. On me. Bingo. Club.
Neon was still A lobby, they're not pushing.
Was in smoke, in double door, got my phantom, jumped down to double door.
Great stuff. Is that Omen C or what?
Side.
One enemy remaining. Spike down, C.
The fuck
Cancel,
is this
TP
on?
cancelled by the way, TP cancelled. Nice.
Help a girl out, would you?
TP cancelled, guys.
I can break a reveal.
Good to know.
I'll break it. Globe.
There's no one A.
B. Saw B. No.
Window smoked.
B double.
I have the spike, I have the spike.
Spike down, A.
Need that. On bigger.
Small court, Neon, Neon, Neon is 1 HP. Neon is 1 HP.
Nice. Chill. I have window.
Watch
Neon
out
was C,
CT.
Neon was
Watch
C.
out CT.
One enemy remaining.
Lost 1 HP.
C.
Still C?
C.
There's no way he made fucking noise on double doors the moment I tried picking it.
30 seconds left.
Maybe our spawn. Possibly he went all the back to...
Nope. He's on long C.
Lobby.
10 seconds left.
Shooting me like last time.
Fuck? Oh, what? Is he not gonna pick up back the operator? This guy took it.
Here.
I'll break your reveal again. They have no money.
Need to buff the Omen ultimate. Yeah, it's kind of weak. Oh, there's our smoke, man.
Flashing again short.
Spike down, A.
One short, one long.
62 damage, Omen.
One enemy remaining.
Nice, guys. Bro, I saved your fat ass, man.
Do I want to play operator against this opponent?
Reloading.
They have breach ult. I'm probably either going A or C. I don't think they're gonna go B with this.
Yeah, I think they will get.
Oh, can you put just put the turret here?
If it's A, let me know. I'm gonna TP to A.
Rotating.
B.
What the fuck?
Yeah, guys, B dashed in.
I ult. Shit.
Planting.
Spike planted.
Let me dog, cover me.
Two headshots. Two headshots like this. Omen is window. You can no, we have no smokes.
Flashing out.
Last player standing.
What the fuck?
No one was B.
No, there's just two of them was
Ready.
Unlucky, I guess.
I need a drop.
Dude, the 2 fucking headshots there was insane, no?
I'll break it. I'll break the rebuild.
It's not A.
Rotated. No way.
Two.
The fuck? And they're going C. Unlucky. Ult, please.
Spike planted.
Ah, the ult was garbage.
One back first.
Wait.
One third. One default.
One enemy remaining.
Unknown.
Maybe double door.
Long. Hear them long.
What? I didn't hear him at all. What the fuck?
Guys. One of you go see. I'm gonna go play.
They have no ultimates. No steps A. Can you please rotate?
Yes.
Maybe it's fake. Oh, one B.
No.
Yeah, unlucky.
We have we have neon ult.
Just use whatever you can.
Flash again.
Spike planted.
Yeah.
One enemy remaining.
Smoke the spike if you can. Nice, good job. Balance. Even if with higher sensitivity, there would be 0 chance I would have actually turned around that. No?
Switching sides. Overtime.
Reloading.
Can you stand with me in front of double doors here and spam first over here, and then over here. Okay, so we first break the doors here and then shoot here.
Okay, first.
Someone hold A main, please, in the meantime. Here first, then here. Okay?
Okay, buddy. No, first left.
Yes, first left here. Let's have a double dose. You're already drowned out.
Wait. I'm dogging.
You have the spikes, Sky. No stun from breach. One short. Are we going in? Flashing side, flashing side.
Flashing right side. Right side. Flashing back side.
Last player standing.
That was the breach flash that got me. I don't even know where was it. Where was the breach flash?
Match point.
What was the breach flash? Was it here? On this spot? Like just completely random flash.
Yeah, listen, they're gonna bait you like until we get they're gonna like get the first blood and they're gonna push. Just don't pick them.
Like what? It was here on this spot. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Something else.
I go back.
Push.
Flashing high.
Two default.
Flashing default. Dog in. Flashing again.
One enemy remaining.
Under.
Spike down A. Last player standing. Clutch. Attackers win.
Don't worry, guys. It's only immortal players. Absolutely fucking incredible, man. Absolutely fucking incredible. Absolutely fucking incredible, man. I don't know. There's nothing I can say about this match. I should have get more kills, I guess. How was I alive for like 20 seconds on site there, and my teammates were just not going anywhere? The players on default they had zero pressure. Right? I stood there after killing the Neon and fighting the Sova and the Sova and the Jet. I stood there for like 20 seconds and I got zero help from teammates. From 3 other teammates, zero help. 2 people holding me, but the 3 people are just standing there, and our Clove was just standing CT spamming an Odin. Insane. Unlucky, man. Unlucky. Wait, I'll call my wife, but I should have more time to play one more game. Let's see. Right, we have more time. All right. Let's try winning this game, shall we? Maybe I should upgrade this bat to also the red version. Should fit to Yoru as well, no?
Hello, hello. Where do you want to go?
Just play default, I guess. I'm gonna use my clone to destroy chamber trap on mid.
Alright.
Two seconds in the round. Art. The hell?
Timbers in B.
Spike down mid.
Yeah, that's not defaulting. One mid.
Last player standing.
3 on this one.
I got the spike. Spike planted.
Let's play default. Okay, 3 people die mid for in next 10 seconds. Like, I already know that I cannot really expect them to play default, you know? Okay.
Guys, can we push this round high?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's equal. If we don't go as 5, we
Eastern European accent, you mean? Okay. Give me a second, I need to fix my overlay. Here we go.
Fight, take ball.
Who sent this?
I can fight first, I can TP.
Okay.
Yeah, go
Fuck, I can't see. Can't see. Who sent this?
You're gonna.
Ha! Clue? Okay, clue. I am Dragul.
Fuck.
Oh, you better don't fucking run back now. Dude, I didn't go into side. I'll be very honest with you, this is very bad of me.
Play safe, play safe. Careful flank.
Reloading.
You have a trap, Jimbo?
No.
Oh, side are dead.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. Side. He's close on me.
Nice. All bad.
Nice.
Nice, guys, nice.
Oh, wait, Otto.
Gun here.
Do you want to play Outlaw? Europe?
Yeah, I would like to play it. Oh shit! Yes, I would like to play it. I need to get into the mood. I am Dracul. I am counting on you.
Timber usually is elbow.
He didn't beat nice shot.
My ult's ready.
Can you give clone?
I wait. Wait for the clone.
One spawn.
Careful in link.
Yeah, don't pick, just slam.
Nice shot, I guess.
Do you know where Jet is?
Two in link.
One more relief.
Jet
Is
unknown.
Jet link?
One enemy remaining.
Jet unknown. Yet unknown. Not Jet. Not Jet.
Gun here.
I will ult A. Can you follow, please?
Okay.
I'll go first.
Anyone feeling generous?
Where are you from, Europe?
Romania.
Oh, you have similar voice to Lotus has, you know?
You want this or you want the phantom?
No clue who that is. Must be a cretin.
Why you say like that?
I ult. One backside. No! Oi, caramba! Kurwa, ale zjebałem.
Wait for me.
It wasn't secret. I exited the ult too early, so he pre-fired my position before he was fully flashed.
Yeah, that's true.
I fucked it up big time. I fucked it up big time. I didn't count properly.
Probably clean the smoke or close to the smoke.
You have smoke. Daj smoka to.
Dracul HS. Yes, it's Dracul HS.
Na backside.
Nie mogę wejść.
One flower.
I see here.
Two link from art.
I have a pull,
Yeah, very fracked way, like.
Enemy A. Last player standing.
Nice try.
My bad. I whiffed on arts.
What is the acronym ICL? What is that? ICL? What is that acronym?
Come guys together on A.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, take me. Just shift away.
I use clone for double doors again.
Okay.
You can't lie? Okay.
Can you just... That would be Timber B.
You're really stuck. Oh, I went back.
I minus 100 weapon.
Nice.
Flashing out. 3, 2, 1. One flower.
I can stand this one for you if you want. Okay, never mind. You don't need it, bro. Get the code.
My bad. One more flower. That was the guy from art.
Have a stun on the pool. Have a stun on the pool.
Yeah, ult. But none of them were ready to peek from smoke, by the way.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. Very well done. I was counting on you. Ha ha ha.
Well played, Fate. Let's go.
Guys, come on B. Asta gonna take
Hello, Aladdin.
and we're gonna
Hello,
play
El Pepe.
around fast plant, okay? We're gonna fast plant and go back.
Dobra, gdzie mam plantować? Szybko.
Gadajmy po angielsku może, czy nie?
Yeah, speaking English.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm planting there, okay?
Wait for
Kamer,
Marklon
are you from
first.
Pole?
Nah man, kurwa bled.
Okay.
Wait for Marklon.
Okay.
Under. Good trade.
Oh, left side, straight, also.
Enemy B.
Why am I not using a fucking eye or something?
Spike down B.
Yeah, I'm going to save ult here.
Yeah, don't ultimate it.
Okay, I believe that if you speak like that every day in competitive, people will be nicer in the game. I would legit go insane if I would have to speak like this in game. No? You shot, bro! You saw him, what?
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
That's Link, I think Link. Yeah, close.
No, he's close side.
Yeah.
He's out in the open, no! Oh, well done though. But he could have already crossed. Oh, he can be anywhere.
30 seconds left.
Oh, nice try, man.
My bad.
Need a drop.
Can you try to get your ultimate, Waylay, for next round so we can combo mine and yours?
Okay.
One double door speaking.
He's speaking, yeah, he's speaking.
3, 2, 1.
He's stuck.
Pushing out. 3 players mid.
Yeah.
Cloning.
Go back, man.
Okay.
Spike down mid.
Now we need to, I think, fire.
Do you have smoke? With expect?
My ult's ready.
One more window already. What the fuck, kurwa? Kto są oni? Co oni kurwa trzymają?
One window.
Yeah, but my teammates were not holding anything. When I got the kill on the guy in in window, right? I had the kill at one more window.
I think
Brim.
we can go B main if you want.
Mid.
Yeah.
When I killed this guy, my teammates were here and they're not holding shit. There was one more guy window that went in.
30 seconds left.
Ooh.
Enemy spotted. B.
Is elbow or side?
Right side close. Elbow.
One link.
I risking.
Last player standing.
Elbow
10
in the
seconds
blue
left.
side.
Planted. My ultimate.
Nice try.
Nice.
Waylay, I'm gonna ult A, then you will see them on the minimap and ult.
Yeah, but you know, I ulting you in your ult. I checking that.
No,
You
no,
need to be ready for it.
it doesn't get me when I'm in the ult.
For real?
Yes.
Okay. I can drop one. Can drop a fade.
Anyone feeling generous?
Where's your post to talk in your pocket? Yes, on my penis. I just squeeze it real hard and then I speak in the game. It's
Fade, take the bomb, you don't feel ultimate.
Yeah, okay.
Don't pick beef or your check on
I'm on drone.
because maybe they gonna.
No one here. No one right. No one out. One backside. That's about it. You save your ult. Save your ult.
Okay.
Go side, plant. Go side and plant. Hello? There's no one here on side. What are you guys still waiting for?
I am here. Relax.
Two flowers. Ult.
I try. Go, push.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. Left side. Nice. Good job. Nice round, guys.
Guys, you have to be more confident. I cleared the entire ult. The entire side, and you guys were still
standing. Combo with Molly, sorry man. Sorry. We have a Molly there, my bad.
Oh, okay. Then tell me just that you're late.
Next time I'll tell you, don't worry. Now what, bro? Think about this round. What do we need? Go A or B?
We can go B with fast roll. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to plant, like, just make a line here. Just to plant.
Can you
some
wait?
pressure maybe on A. You want?
I will do fake on A and fake on mid, okay?
Go shoot.
Careful, check. I dog, wait.
1, 2. Go.
One art.
One slow, nice.
One more.
Fade mid. Fade B-link.
Yeah, just play post one too. Yeah, play post.
I'm gonna play pillar.
I only have my suck.
Don't show.
Yeah, nice pick.
Don't pick it. I need to play bomb.
One cell bomb up.
I go late. One B-link fade. What? The fight fucking checked me in the best possible moment. I mean, it was good timing by her.
One enemy remaining.
Well played.
Good job, guys. Amazing round.
Gun here.
Body shot one step home.
Left fight ultimate. Wagon I.
Did the chamber have a trap on B?
No, I think he was speaking.
Okay, then I use my clone again on double door.
Yes, sir.
All doors.
Could you use your dog, please, for Amain?
Amain.
Go shift. One doors.
Oh, fuck me. I picked up a gun while doing a gun drop. On R.
Nice, good job.
What the? Why is he not dogging? Wait.
One's arch.
Ah, clone. Okay.
One more arch.
Go back. Don't commit to R.
Okay, Yara.
Fade, Art, Jet is on R as well.
Careful doors. One was doors.
Yep.
Come with us.
I hiding weapon.
Alright. Yeah, the economy shit, but that's for like push.
I'm gonna lurk mid after.
Okay.
Watch out left.
Keep picking this.
Give me spike, Astra. I will TP out the planting.
Oh, keep picking. Two here. Chamber and jet.
Okay, I think. Gosh. Can you TP back? Are you going
30
B or
seconds
not?
left.
I'm going B now. You have to take space for me.
You're short. I think he's doors or something. Going city.
Why is the chamber fucking
I don't
lurking?
think
Last player
Okay, he's
standing.
safe.
10 seconds left.
Empty.
Good headshot from enemy.
No, we needed to go all together against the lower buy, to be fair. We didn't need the second lurk.
I think in this round we can combo your ult Yoro with fight ult.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the Jews have empty sight. We could go from wait, fight. I'm gonna ult. I'm gonna go art. They think they're gonna go. I'm gonna go A. So you have ready I on A main, please, first, okay, and then have ult ready. They smoke double doors. Please ult. Ult. Oh, they are not affected. 3 players over here.
Nice.
One city.
Can you dock? Left side?
One city. I have decline. Wait.
I have beauty for postmod. I have beauty.
No. Three there.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
One more. Last there. No, he's city. It's flowers. Nice.
Oh, no need for ult. Said one more round.
I think it's last round. Sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
I think it's last round.
Voice guide not public, because I always release new content for my community first. I watched the entire Euro guide vid, very interesting content. At the end, I was 100% expecting Marvel Universe cutscene.
I guess.
They have to force.
Yeah, they need to.
Careful judges or something. Yeah. I'm gonna... He's a duck.
There.
Awesome.
Reloading.
I'm gonna stay main. You guys can play side.
I was on top of art. Dude, no one actually have the eye.
Nice.
Watch out, ultimate from Teho. One art.
Yeah, art.
One enemy remaining.
Well played.
Good job, guys. Nice call, bro. Nice, let's go.
Switching sides.
Gonna play B first round and then go A.
I can play A main early.
Yeah, we can both play like.
I already did that, okay?
Okay. I'm gonna play pillar and then TP after. Just don't pick long. Wait for them to come close to me.
Okay.
Astra, can you hold art?
Yes, here I can.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, fuck me, I fucked it up.
Nothing B.
Yeah.
3 more players are. 15 Teho, 16 Brimstone. How did we die on double doors? I mean, this makes no sense. You hear this. One more planting. One backside. One planting. Default, default.
Okay, wait.
Wait for your teammate. Might be close.
Last player standing.
You have smoke.
Right.
My bad.
Nice try.
No.
Let's avoid double door speaking if we have trap for that.
Yeah.
No trap this round.
We didn't get a half with the diffuse and the smoke, and we didn't check for the right when it's obvious that he's gonna wrap around because of the smoke.
You can stay there. You can stay there, Waylay. I can bait for you if you want. And
A lot.
Okay.
One out left.
Wait, might be 2 players A. 2 players A. They play default.
Yeah, smoke's eye. You two like it.
Planting A.
close. Chamber close.
Planting A.
Spike planted.
Astra, I don't make any sound. Please do pressure.
One is on you.
Smoke A main, please, or anything, or smoke spike.
I saw him for you. As one is default, I think. One could be default.
I have gun for you.
Careful.
Okay, drop it. Thank you. Power flying.
One A.
Behind one. Nice. We lost in pistols, but we're winning X. Let's go.
I can give Spectre if you want.
I called for the smoke, right? And you see how they got fixated on the thing that was holding them from A main. Fade and Jumper can have a buy.
Yeah.
What will they buy? That's the question.
They should be Outlaws, maybe Guardian.
I can bait for you, Waylay. Just stay tucked there.
Probably mid. Oh, nice. Want to
stay there.
There is something.
Fade, Vandal, 2 players, A main. Yes. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck me, man.
Nice.
Spike side, Fade side.
Spike down A.
Brim unknown.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. A main. Planting default now.
Okay. Not default.
Wait for us.
Don't die. Wait. Yeah. We have 2 dogs asses. Just follow me.
Main now, falling back.
Keep fall back.
Play together, please. Don't go one by one hero plays.
Don't meet alone.
Nice. Well played.
Spike spotted A.
Professor Dota in the house with the new Deadlock tech and Reina tech? No.
I'm gonna go A main now.
I'll play B then. They have Fade ulted.
Yes.
Ooh.
But chamber play.
They always play default, like they always play 2A, 2B and 1 mid probably. They always play that. So.
I will have a rotational TP towards A.
Okay.
Step say. Yep, a lot, at least 3.
When they commit, please tell me.
A lot,
Okay, I can. They ult us now.
I'm gonna stay set.
10 HP chamber.
No,
70 damage, Brim. Oh my god, I hit him once. I hit him once. He was double damaged as well. Wait, who deals double damage here? Oh, Astra, right. Oh, fuck me.
Oh my fucking god.
I should have get that kill on Brimstone.
Flawless.
Nice try.
Can you come with me? The tricky stuff.
Sorry, you talking to me?
Yeah, can you break the drone or something? Or maybe next round, who knows? Can you come push with me and then you TP after?
Yep.
Write the bait for me. Usually Teho drone and K-Dog.
I will flash and peek.
Nice pick.
I will ult after 3 seconds. Wait.
Spike down A.
I ult, take space. Brim main, Brim main. He's in front of the smoke.
What?
Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
Wait, one more out.
Both sides.
Top on spawn.
Last player standing.
65 damage, Brim.
Oh no!
Oh, both.
Spike planted.
Yeah.
Bro, we got everything right. We got everything right. We got everything right, and then we somehow die on site with 3 players, man. I got the first blood. Chamber got another one.
One enemy remaining. Ultimate is ready.
Nice.
I'm gonna clapping. Let's go.
But you see that? You see that on the spawn?
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
Yeah, minimum bug here.
I don't know. Still in beta, I think, Valorant.
We can do the same shit, and if they don't push, we just push spawn.
Okay.
I don't have money.
But I'm not flashing this time.
Yeah, RG, just try to destroy that.
Stand here, please stand. Astra, watch out for art.
Yes, sir.
Belongs.
I'm going to roll it fast as Amico.
What the fuck? How is it chamber that's swinging like this? It makes no sense.
Third doors. Doors open.
One mid.
Big doors, right?
One door.
Jet in.
Oh, that is.
Pushed B-Link. Nice. Let's go long.
Spike, we have spike, man. We have spike.
Where? What the fuck? Oh.
Spike's here.
Play for yourself now. Play for yourself.
Are they all there?
Yep. One was there. One was city. One was.
Two on me.
Okay.
Last player standing.
This one.
One enemy remaining. 10 seconds left.
Her?
No, he doesn't.
Nice, so bad.
Nice.
Clutch.
Good job, Yaru.
Does anyone have funds?
I'll play in Kabi this round.
Careful, Brimov. Hey, steps a lot.
1B, 1B.
Yeah.
I'm flashing. 3, 2, 1.
One on me.
I TP out to A.
Careful, Ars.
Spike down A.
Reloading.
City, man.
Two players city. Flashing.
Flowers.
One art and one flowers.
One enemy remaining.
Nice side.
This side. I'm with you.
Okay. I push it. Nice. Good job, bro.
You too.
Well played, guys. Let's go.
Match point.
Anyone feeling generous?
I'm gonna go B. No,
Come to me, fight. I gotta drop you Phantom Derka. Oi. Someone steal that.
I stole it.
Hey, Chamber, can you buy your play? Chamber. Yeah, thank you.
I will TP here, and I have a flash. Look. Yeah, but let's take a gunfight a little bit. And Waylay can be aggressive with me. I flash on this wall here. Be aware, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Flash, 3, 2, 1.
Nice.
No, we have bomb.
Spike down B.
Flashing, 3, 2, 1. Two more players. Oh, fuck me.
They're stunning.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
One more, I pick on mid. Careful. Never mind.
Yeah, the second flash was awful.
You see him?
The second flash was fucking awful. It doesn't... I wanted it to bounce in that corner and stay there. But it bounced like forward, so it was absolute garbage.
Bomb is still here.
It was my bad.
On me.
You did say that flash and belongness is bad. Yeah, I should have used the different ones, but it's like okay. GG, have a nice game.
Thank you.
Oh, at least we had a nice game. Oh fuck me, but the Eastern European accent just it's holy fuck, bro. It just gets me so deflated after one game. It's really requiring a lot of effort. You know? It requires a lot of effort. Ugh. Alright, guys. We're not gonna squeeze any more games today. Clue, I hope... I know that sometimes I didn't say something when I was reacting like in the Eastern European accent, but I hope I did it enough for you to have fun with it. Oh shit, wait. Why is this not logged in? Hello? Enjoyed it a lot. You know what's funny is that every time I do the Eastern European accent, I think I win a game. No? What the fuck? Those $20... That's the price of it? Jesus Christ, that's very generous. Thank you so much for the $20. That is like really a lot. That really is a lot. Thank you very much. That's very generous. We're gonna use that. I'm actually gonna use those $20 and get something nice to eat today. You know? Yeah, I mean, that's the minimum. Yeah, but the fucking contract requires a lot. You know? Is this the end of the first half of your stream? First half of the stream? What do you mean first half of the stream? What the fuck? It's the end of the stream for today. You know? Guys, I'm gonna off stream now. I'm gonna finish writing the description for this ultimate Euro guide. You can watch it already, but I'm gonna add chapters now and a description on it and an actual title and make it public. It's still only visible for you guys. I really recommend watching it. I don't think I forgot about anything. When it comes to basics of Euro, I think in this guide, I legit wrote everything in it. And the next guides will be with focus on specific maps. So next guide will be like, for example, Euro guide for bind, Euro guide for split, Euro bind for something. You know, will do, Clue. All right, guys, thank you so much for being with me today during the watch party and during the stream, for cheering. And we're gonna see each other on Tuesday, because I stream today. I'm gonna take an off day tomorrow, so I'm gonna be back on Tuesday. All right. Love you all. Tuesday also subscriber games, and then Friday subscriber games as well. So see you guys